Alrighty, so last week, our group of intrepid divinities, what did you all do? Fought some robots, so killed thousands of innocent robot people. Innocent, or at least true neutral, robot people. We're just trying to extricate some artifacts from a mine. You guys found a lot of their remains, disarmed them, took their spears, found some swords and such. The gnolls that you used previously that had cavern. Heading back to town, you guys encountered a goblin druid that had heard of your swell treatment of Lunk. Impressed that your human prejudice hadn't made you just outright attack and murder him. He was going to go speak to his people and see about bringing in some trade goods to come and trade with a few humans. Cleef got a big old barrel of mead from him.
Which he refuses to share with anybody. Just very important that.
What else? Dwarven ferry arrived from the river with various goods. You guys purchased some stuff for the town, as well as armor and weaponry. Upon mentioning the strange warping effects of the stone and revealing that you have in fact stone in your possession, and finding out that the doors had recently opened up a seam into the one tunnel full of the stone, caused quite a lot of concern. So you guys are currently going to be traveling back with the dwarves to the dwarven capital hold with Balagar.
Mining first, or whatever it's called.
No, the dwarven hold is called, in a moment, my bloody notes because I have too many tabs open.
Flingen Flumelflammer.
No, you will be going to the dwarven capital of Carborum, along with a dwarf war party led by the merchant Balagar. You also enlisted the aid of a woman, Brunhilde, that you guys were going to get to teach your human plebeians how to quarry stone, so you guys can start making use of the quarry. And what else? I think that's about everything, hey? You guys did last week.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sounds like everything. Oh, yes.
And did you say we had to go up a level or something? Sorry.
Yes, you guys are going up a level.
I mean, you don't have to.
I mean, you can stay level 6 if you really insist, but I wouldn't recommend in the long term.
No, I'll take my level, don't worry.
Oh. I don't want to force you. Let's be Keith, Golden, Rasford, Brian, Fane, Douglas can go for now. So all good. Okay, and on that note, we can get started. Is there anything that you gentlemen wanted to do last week before turning in?
No.
Just the just the yoga and stuff.
Yeah, it's the usual stuff. Alrighty, so on that note, we will get started. The evening passes, quiet, uneventfully, after your day of revelations, robot fighting, and drinking. You especially, Random, even though your paladin magic is exceptionally good at clearing out the toxins, it doesn't do much for a headache, unfortunately. After said alcohol binge that you indulged in with the dwarves to try and drink them at the table unsuccessfully. Evening passes, and before the morning can dawn bright and clear, roll for initiative. No. Balagar kicks the door into your lodging and goes, "Hello, longshanks! Up! We have to get going!" A lot of you wake up and groggily appear at the dwarf, now standing, not even silhouetted against the morning yet, as it is still dark outside. Well, get up, you lazy bastards! Come on! Slaps it. Oh, my head!
I wasn't. Oh yeah, I was just probably. He when he kicked in the door, he probably kicked the door into me, like I'm on the other the other wall where they're if you slam the door into the wall, I'm there.
Do you have one of those little spring things that keep the door from hurting the wall on your back?
Yes.
Okay. Come on! He walks around pulling blankets off and kicking at you a lot to try and get you up.
Cleef hears the noise and comes down from his sleeping perch on the wall.
Oh, does he perch like a raven guard?
He's like a
Oh
gargoyle.
lord. Oh lord. Yeah, you just see this dwarf,
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. You see now that Balgar has swapped out his rich red robes that he was wearing the day before for a set of very heavy scale mail. He's got a battle axe belted to his side, and a crossbow slung over his shoulder, and a helmet under his right arm, just like kicking you out beds, pulling the blankets off, basically kicking you a lot out of bed. And it still seems, by your reckoning, to be probably about a good 2-3 hours before dawn. It's still very dark out. Keith, as you come off the walls, you actually see about a dozen dwarves standing awkwardly, listening to this screaming and berating of him coming from the interior there where you guys are, just all kind of shuffling in place, looking a little bit uncomfortable, all similarly dressed, scale mail, a lot of them carrying double-handed axes. Just kind of like watching this happening.
You do this often?
We're not really supposed to talk to you.
Well, it's gonna be a long way into to your city. It's gonna take a while.
You seem to like stand there for a while, for a few seconds, like digesting this, and then you just hear a "aye." Okay, so come on, lads, what you lots doing?
Well, I'll get my pack then and get ready to leave.
Yeah.
Heft in my keg on.
Get dressed.
Are you taking the keg with you?
I'm hardly gonna leave it, am I?
Okay. What's Cleve's strength score? Just out of curiosity.
8.
I'll
help you. I'll drink from it too.
No, that's where you might pick up a fight, Ein.
That might not go well.
Cleve nearly stabbed somebody who tried to drink his mead.
Well, if I'm gonna carry the meat, I'll
Hey
I
Fane,
want some
could you
meat.
use your superpowers to dig a hole real quick?
Yep.
I bury the keg.
You guys both buried. You see the dwarves like kind of like watching.
This is how we ate
like what's
the
happening
meat. We bury it down in the keg. That's how
No,
we
no,
ate
that's like-
things. Jesus
What the-
Christ, don't you know any?
Balgo's like, what in the actual hell are you Longshanks doing? We have to get going.
It's
I'd
like
go-
5 minutes to dig a hole that nobody will get to.
Yeah, you like dig the hole. He's like standing there fuming impotently, just like he's so angry, but there's nothing he can do about it.
Hey, Keith, can I get a taste? Just a little taste for the hole.
I just stare.
You're no
Okay.
fun.
Using
Got
your
this big hole for you and everything.
to
You just
Maybe
fill it up
we-
yourself then.
You dig a hole, roll the cask into it, I assume cover it up, so that the filthy villagers will hopefully not see it. You see one or two of them curiously observing you, having been aroused by the ruckus of the dwarf screaming and shouting and
There
staring
can
at
be
you
no
lots.
witnesses.
And yeah, it doesn't take long, and your keg is now safely buried in the soft, mucky earth that passes for the interior of this current. All right.
We're now ready to leave.
You see Balgar unroll a map. If you would direct your eyes towards the Belarus map down here. Ooh, that's going to get confusing, Balgar and Belarus. Direct your eyes towards the macaroni up here. I can draw on. So you guys are currently at Homeal. And he indicates to you on the map. Right, so the fastest way to get to Carborem is going to travel straight across country until we get to the fork. Trident, depending on which of you Longshanks is in power at the time. We're going to cross where the three rivers meet. There's a lake. We're going to cross right over to the other side. And then we're going to travel straight up until we get to Carborem. You all got that? When we get to the
Aye.
foothills, I'll call for an escort, send out some messengers, and then we'll go see the king to bring these tidings you bring, these questions you bring before him. And you, swine! He like tosses the helmet at you random. Put that on and don't take it off until you leave.
I'll like take it under my armpit.
Keep that on, shut your mouth, and hopefully nobody will notice that we're bringing one of your green-skinned bastards into the keep. We good?
Hmm.
That's racist.
They are kind of, yes. Some. All right. Right, let's get up then. You see the dwarves heft their packs. You see a lot of them are carrying extra supplies strapped onto their packs. And the whole lot of you
I
sit up.
I would have
Yes.
told the Daves before I left, the 2 days, to increase patrols while I'm gone, and be ready for sparrings when I get back.
Okay. The Daves look both excited and afraid at the same time, somehow. You seem to have opened up a whole new emotional spectrum for them.
Yes, I've told Nina and Vera to carry on telling people about the sacred pot.
About the path. Alrighty. I'm just going to assume that you all have your various, those of you who have disciples, keep practicing their
I
backflips.
expect to see backflips when I return.
Actually, hold on. Yes, as you guys leave the town, you walk for a few minutes. And Hippo, you turn around and look behind you. And you see dimly backlit against the torches at the entrance to the town that are now burning day and night under the guidance of the Daves. You see a single child backflip, Hippo. Send you off on your way.
I wipe a single solitary tear from my eye. I backflip in response, and then turn and walk away.
You actually managed that. Kids have got a +2 deck. Sprightly little lads.
Kids are springy.
Bugger all for wisdom. They also have no wisdom for some reason. Can't imagine why.
Because they're unwritten book, Griffey.
Some would
That's because they're
comment.
dumb.
Okay.
So,
So, yes. Go ahead,
that's,
Brandon.
I can't remember if the dwarf gave us his name or not, but I'm
Balagon.
asking, are we traveling over
Oh,
land
Lord.
or by boat? By
I
your
just
little
showed you.
rafts.
No, they're leaving.
Well,
they're
then-
leaving the boats to continue the trade route, and we're hoofing it with a
Okay.
section of them.
If you go up here, random, to where the Belarus map is, I'll draw a grey line for you there. From
Yeah, I
O'Neill.
just didn't know if you
There go.
missed the river.
Oh no, you guys are gonna. It
Wow.
goes through the. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Just wow. Yeah. It's gonna wow. No, the river they'd have to go all the way around, so and they still have other appointments. Can't just derail their entire life for a bunch of longshanks. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna happen. Okay. So I would like everybody to roll a d100 for me. And I would like to find out which of you is going to be our wilderness survivor while you are trekking through. You don't have to worry about food or foraging. You guys will have plenty of provisions supplied by the dwarves, unless you wish to hunt some game for some meat or fresh meat along the way.
I rolled 34.
I
Okay,
rolled an 83.
77.
good.
54.
Force. Okay.
Well, I'm competent at survival, but someone's probably better than me.
Oh, what's your bonus for your survival skill?
+5.
Better than me.
Anybody else?
47.
Okay. What about your wilderness survival, Mr. Brian?
Survival's +6.
Well, 6. Okay, so I think that makes you the de facto tracker in the group for now then. Between you and
Apparently.
the orc, apparently.
Yeah, can
Alrighty.
I be aiding him as we go?
Yeah. That's what I was assuming. Person with the highest leads and the person with the second highest helping. Alright, so, for a lot of you, this is the first time traveling this particular route. And for a lot of you, Homiel has been the largest town. I think especially like Hippo, you're from a pretty small town. You're from Kreisel, right? Or where are you from?
I'm from Baranovici.
Oh, Varanovich. But for a lot of you, like... Yes, Random?
There used to be bigger towns than Hamel over here.
Yes, there used to be.
Used to be.
Your initial journey is not too bad. Between the two of you, Random, you and Brienne, you guys do a pretty good job of keeping your own course. finding a campsite every evening. Because bear in mind, you're quite a large party now. You're almost 20 people traveling. 12 dwarves, 12 dwarven warriors, and Balagar. All of you traveling as one big mass. The dwarves talk amongst themselves. Do any of you guys speak Dwarven?
No,
As a language?
sadly not.
No.
Are they like singing da 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 da?
No. Unfortunately not. They talk mostly amongst themselves. They seem to exclude and ignore you for the most part. One or two of them seem like they're not really too bothered by you lot, but for the most part, you can see them look at you with disgust a lot of the time. Beardless,
That's why I don't
unnaturally
like fucking dwarfs. They're fucking racist.
creepy people. Balagar himself has just been surly and tight-lipped. He hasn't said anything. He just seems focused. He's up first one every morning, the last one to go to bed. You can see him charting out, counting days, and he looks very agitated after receiving the news that Stone caused such a large amount of issues, and that they now found the scene. So he's just been laser focused. However, after 13 days of hard travel through the woods, you guys finally make it to the fork, or the trident as the door. The fork being, as it says, where three rivers basically meet. There is a lake, and on this lake there is a very small town that has been built on ferrying people to and from the different locations. There is a little port there, a lot of commercial goods land there, and there's quite a variety of people actually in the city. As you guys come out of the woods and arrive, you can see that there are numerous people coming and going out of this fishing village. There are carts trundling off into the woods to get firewood to keep the fires burning in the evenings. There are lots of stalls with fish laid out, where you can see fishermen offering up their somewhat fragrant wares, and you can see people puzzling backwards and forwards. And overall, the town itself, while still very crappy, doesn't look like it's on the edge of ruination like Omiel was when it got there. Like it seems like the trade coming in from the river and through the river manages to keep it afloat, and there's a little bit more coin in circulation. And the people here don't look quite as downtrodden and depressed. The people at Omiel.
I go to the grave digger and ask if he needs some graves to be dig.
Of course.
Okay, well, before you do that, or as you can do that, that is fine. But as you arrive, Balagar goes, right, let's go see the ferryman. We're going across right now. As soon as possible, if there's a boat, we go.
But the graves.
You can go grave. I'm going to go find a boat. This isn't a leisure trip. And he stomps off, angrily.
Is it like, are we
I'll
walking
go
through
travel with
I need
with our
the
new
dead to
stout
the ground.
Hold on for 2 seconds. Okay, we'll do Eric, then we'll do Hippo, then we'll do... who's the third person talking? Sorry, can you hear? Ein. Or, sorry, we'll do Ein, Eric, and then Hippo. Sorry, yes? Was it Ein?
Isn't that leisure? The dead need to rest.
Yeah, you go... Okay, so we'll do you first. You head into town, ask around for a little bit. Doesn't take you very long. And you find a... It's not even really a chapel, it's just a little wooden shed, almost, where there's a couple of gravedigger's tools, and you see an old man sitting on a chair. Long, scraggly grey beard, wearing the remains of a fishing hat, and having a smoke. And you can see there aren't any fresh graves immediately, and as you walk around the corner to get closer to him, you see that there are actually quite a lot of fresh graves. You see there's a few dozen fresh graves that have been dug. And you can see him just thoughtfully sitting he takes a big old pull from his pipe and then holds it in for a while, and then coughs. He smoke coming out. Mouth, ears, choking. So what would you like to do?
It's a good question.
Well, you wanted to find him.
I'll just follow the dwarf, be a nice grave digger.
doesn't want to catch whatever that guy's got.
Get the Rona.
Let's
Got the corona, man. I'm not getting near that shit. I'm gonna fucking do the 2-meter rule now.
Okay, and then Eric, yes, you were saying what are you doing?
I am following our dwarf companion.
Yeah, Balagar is just like stomping into town. Like every foot hitting the ground is like an angry iron press. Like he's literally shaking, like with suppressed angry at this point. You're kind of surprised he hasn't died from an aneurysm or heart attack after 2 weeks.
We tried our best, damn it. Don't fucking judge us for it. We're trying.
Hippo, what was it you say you were doing?
Two things. Are we walking down like a main thoroughfare with like lots of shops and stuff on either side?
Well, there's lots of building, and there are a few shops, but it's mostly fishing cottages.
Alright, when we get to like an area that looks like more tradey, I'm just gonna talk loudly. Wow, that wholemeal! That's the town really on the up and up. I hear their quarry will be operational soon, and they'll be looking to export.
Yeah, the walls
In
are
fact,
pretty
they've got
solid.
entire bags of blots just lying around.
Make a performance check, those of you who are all... Actually, no. Hippo, make a performance check with advantage. The rest of you guys are... As you're doing your very bad...
Supporting Hippo with our banter.
Performance, 12.
Well, with advantage.
Yep.
Sure, let me see if anybody bites.
Hey, they aren't they fucking smart, man. They're stupid. Damn it.
Merchants tend to have a little bit more sense. Wow, okay, that guy's dumb as bricks. You hear... I say that as an all natural one for one of the NPCs, like, inside this...
I'm not even lying!
Well, just more to, like, see, like, through this cringeworthy attempt at advertising. You see a man, Hippo. Or you don't see a man. Jathar, you see a man come up behind your comrade Cleve. Wearing peasant browns, but surprisingly not food spotted, not worn and in actual decent condition. And you see him come up behind Cleve and says, excuse me. I hear that wholemeal is open for trade again.
Yes, it is.
That is correct.
My good sir.
Oh, that is fantastic. And what are they exporting?
They have.
They plan to
stones.
export stone, cut stone soon,
Oh,
as their quarry is almost back up and running.
oh, and who is the foreman at this quarry?
Who would have been?
Brunhilde, the dwarf.
Brunhild, we have a dwarf doing it,
Oh.
which tells you
that's
about the
horrible.
quality of the stone that we will be sending out.
Think about that.
He actually looks genuinely impressed when you guys say that. And you see like Balgar like turn it around and like stomp back. What are you doing? We're on a time limit! He says like slapping his fist like into the top of his leg.
I'll go to the dwarf and follow him like a pup.
The merchant looks a little bit taken aback. He's like, is that your dwarf?
This is a different.
Yes.
No, that's not. That's not.
We
That's not the
got
one
a-
we're talking about.
Was a gift.
Oh, well, if wholemeal's indeed of trade again, I am the owner of a modest little boat or two that I can send up with some goods for sale, and perhaps we could come to a mutually beneficial agreement.
That sounds like a plan.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. Who's the Burgermeister of Wholemeal? I do believe I need to sit down with a chat.
His name's Burgermeister.
I was going to say, if you go into the town and ask the Burgermeister, they'll point you in the right direction.
Fantastic. Well, this has been a most profitable meeting, and I wish you all a wonderful day. And you see him like beckon to somebody standing off to the side, and you see little man scuttle forward with a bunch of bags in his hand, and the two of them wander off into one of the buildings. You have successfully bamboozled a merchant.
Yay!
The poor merchant.
And then
Poor merchant.
second thing is there like a town crier or someone peddling news? I just want to inquire about any interesting news from the land or the capital.
Ooh! Actually, there isn't a town crier per se. Or is there?
Is there a town gossip?
I was about to check my notes to see if there's a town gossip.
While all this is happening, I'm still heading to the docks to try and find a boat to ease the temperament of our dwarven companion.
Problem. You actually do find a town crier. What the hell? When did I
Yay.
write that down? You know, I've got so many freaking notes in this Google Doc. I've got like a 56-page sheet for campaign notes at this point. Yeah, I was like, when did I write this down? You do find the town crier. Following along behind Belgar and Brienne and Fane, you see a man come walking down the street. Poor times ahead! Poor times ahead! Trident to close down as ghosts attack!
Wait, where's it closing down because ghosts attacking?
Town you're in.
Okay.
Yes. And he like keeps on walking down the street. You're like, poor times ahead! Poor times ahead! It gets quieter. It's like past it. Trident to close down as ghost attack!
Well, everyone, be on the lookout for ghosts.
I want to holler at the crier and wave him down to me. Say, "Boy, come here."
I'm not your boy! And then he notices that you're fully armored. I mean, sir.
Do y'all have any fighting men in this town?
We got a few town guards. They can fight, I think. I mean, I hope so. We pay them.
Is
I'm
this
pretty
town
sure they
crier
can fight.
by any chance related to the majority of the population of Homeal?
Well, I mean, you're technically
They
still in
are
that
the same gene pool. It's limited.
Technically, you're still in that region, so yes.
I'm gonna slip the crier 5 silver
Yeah.
and say,
5
spread
silver?
the word.
Holy
Yeah.
crap, yeah? Okay.
That's a lot of money.
You've just made
I
it
said,
rich.
You just,
When you- if
yeah,
you-
that's why I was like, holy crap, yeah?
if you have see any especially capable warriors, send them down to tell them that there may be opportunity for them down at Homeal. Working for.
He like looks. He's like standing there,
Rascal.
like looking at more money than he's earned in like the last 3 years. This is a town crier. He's like, yes, right away, sir. Thank you.
Remember. On your knees.
Why?
You gotta take an oath to us.
Aren't you supposed to be with the dwarf?
I'm sorry.
I'm also scanning around like the defenses of this place. Are they
Oh no,
is it
there's
walled?
no walls. It's just literally like a bunch. It looks like the houses and structures kind of grew up around the riverbank, where their fishing and the trade comes in. There's no actual like city walls or anything like that.
How would I compare their guards I've seen to the guards I've been training?
You haven't seen a guard yet. Like even for a city of the size, they don't have that many fighting men.
So
Well,
nothing could compare to the Daves anyway.
the Daves are mighty.
Okay, so Fane and Bree and the rest of you guys, you go with Belgar to the docks, and he walks into what passes for the harbor master's office in front of your little squatly built structure on the edge of the lake where the rivers meet. And before you can even enter, he just slams the door in your face behind him and just walks inside, leaving you standing outside the wharf master's abode for office. And it doesn't take long before you start hearing shouting coming from inside. First indistinctly, and then climbing and climbing and climbing until you can very clearly hear him go, "What do you mean we can't use your damn boats?" coming from inside, followed by something.
Well, I think he's successfully negotiating.
What do you gentlemen like to do while going?
Find a window and peer in.
Was I able to keep up with them from that conversation I had with the crier?
Oh yeah, you could hear him from a ways. You make your way inside, around the side hippo to the rear of the window. You get a couple of strange glances from people as you're like picking your way around to like try and see where this window is, and you find Balagar facing a man with short black hair, kind of cropped short, scattered gray, thin, neatly trimmed beard, wearing very short sleeve shirts, short pants, salt spotted, like skin weathered and dark. Just someone that looks like he spent a lot of time in his youth and over the years out on the water. Inside is festooned with various ropes and nautical equipment, and you can see there's crates stacked here and there, and maps pinned to the walls, and one or two fish that have been stuffed and mounted. Look very impressive. And he's currently like backed up almost all the way to the window that you're standing looking through. He's back to the window, and Balagar seems to have put his fist through the desk that this gentleman was using as a to write on while going on. And the window is unfortunately closed, so you can't really hear what he's saying very well. You can clearly hear Balagar shouting, screaming inside. What are the rest of you guys doing while this is going on?
I'm gonna walk up to the door and just kind of put my hand on the hinge side of the door, just push the door off the hinges, like break the door in, and walk in and hand the door to Balagar and say, "You shouldn't slam these."
What are you doing, Fane?
I'm trying to calm everybody down.
Okay, so you're hitting it and trying to be diplomat. Okay, and Brienne, I'm assuming the same. You also attacked with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Orcish companion take the door by the handle and then gently push on the hinges aside and open the door the other way. It's no longer really a door so much, it's just a really shitty raft no longer attached to the wall. And you guys see the door fall inside. And you see, for a moment, Balagar like stop, catch his breath, and look around, and then like see you lot coming inside. Ah! By the nameless, man. Filthy taint? What are you doing in here? I said stay outside!
Your negotiations don't seem to be going as well as you'd hoped.
No, this damn fool says we can't go on the lake because of stupid ghosts.
Ghosts, you say? We need to cleanse the ghosts. They should be dead.
I don't give a shit about your damn ghosts. I don't care about cleansing your ghost. They're gonna give us a boat. We're gonna give you some money. We're gonna get on the boat. We're going to cross this God's damned river to the other side, and that is what we're going to do. And no ghost, and no bloody
I must
obstructionist.
protest.
That's gonna stop me.
We must kill the ghost first. They should stay dead.
Can I shout through the window? We could just go around!
But ghosts!
Balagar like looks at you, walks over, surprisingly daintily opens the window. No, we're not going around the damn lake. We're going through it. We're not wasting any more time. We're here now. We go through. That's it.
But, Mr. Dwarven Man, ghost!
My name's Balagar, you longshanks fool. I'm not your Mr. Dwarf Man.
Scusi.
Be calm, short one.
You've just got to have a little patience.
As you say that, you can visibly see a vein bulge on the right side above his eyebrow. If it's you didn't think it's possible, but you think he's actually angrier now that you've said that than he was before.
I turn to Queef and I'm like,
Sorry,
I think he has
who?
a short temper. Sorry, I keep on getting confused about your name.
Queef. Wow.
Hey, I started the queef thing, thank you.
You're terrible.
Nobody paid
Yes,
any
your
attention.
fault. Oh well. Douglas,
no,
I
my-
turned to Douglas, the water elemental. Oh, Cleve, there you go. I think he's got a short temper.
You see him like reach down and just like pinch the bridge of his nose. And you can see just like close his eyes and like breathe deeply and like you can almost hear him internally like counting to 10. Okay. He turns to the officer. So where are your damn ghosts? Are they going to bother us? What's happening? See the Gar Master's like, well, that's why we're closing down the fishing. If people go out on the lake, the mist ghosts attack. I mean, look outside. There's no boats on the water. We can't leave the harbor. And you guys, actually, those of you notice that there are no boats out on the water. For a fishing town, there's literally no boats. There are a lot of boats pulled up on the shingles and pulled up on the beach and moored, but there's none out actually doing fishing. No trade running in town at the moment. If you take a boat, you go on the water, you'll get attacked and you'll get killed, just like all those other poor people who went out on the water.
Yeah, but could they do this and I backflip through the window?
Make an acrobatics stick to try and get through an actual window with a backflip. Ooh. Do that to anyone.
19.
19. Wow. Yeah, somehow you managed to contract and contort yourself to a small enough ball to actually backflip through the window. Well, I didn't know you were a circus. And when he says that, you see Belagar suddenly just like turn around and just repeatedly start just like smashing his hand into the wall. Because he's just like, he's traveling with you lot now, and now they think he's a circus.
I turn to...
You are circus performers. It's not safe. You shouldn't go out onto the water.
Well, how else are we meant to help you with your ghost problem?
Look, if you can help us with the ghost problem, that's great, but I just don't see what your folk would be able to do.
I hand him the
You
door.
will aid us. We will find a way. And if we can aid you, will you give us a boat?
I'll give you a boat for free if you think you can deal with these ghosts.
Would that work to your satisfaction, sir? I turn to what's a Belagar?
Belagar, yeah.
Belagar. If we can get a boat for free, we can attempt to cross, and at the same time rid this town of its ghost problem. Would that be satisfactory?
As long as it doesn't waste any time. I don't care what.
Move it.
I
Then
think
move
this
as quickly as
problem
possible.
is
This
above
problem may
the,
actually be to your benefit as well if we solve it. What if your rafts come up this river and are attacked? What then?
He looked like he's actually considering what you're saying, and then he turns to the barmaster. Get the damn boat. Let's get going.
That's
And
the
harbor master's- yeah.
that's the harbor master. Where's y'all's boss around here? The town boss.
Eaten by ghosts. He decided to go for a pleasure cruise one evening.
Have there been any survivors?
No. The bloated bodies wash up on the shore, and the boats are never seen again. No other survivors. You just hear the screams echoing through the mist when they attack.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's a ghost, but okay.
We've seen fire dancing in the water and strange lights. No living creature could be like that. Must be a ghost.
I
Sounds.
use minor illusion to summon a blue-green flame in my hand.
You're a ghost! Ah!
Kill it!
He's like,
He's
not
are.
beating you.
his back's against the wall, and he's like, "Who are you people?"
It's not just ghosts that can call forth the powers of our god.
Now he's like looking at you, and he's freaking out because you guys are clearly not monsters. But you're using magic, which is a little bit freaky.
We are the avatar of the gods.
We will aid your town.
Okay, I'm sorry for calling you a circus. Don't kill me.
It's not
Don't
your
worry,
fault.
I'm not
You
a
do have a
circus.
bigger
Not
woman.
In a,
It is not Cthulhu's will that you die just yet.
in a past life, I
You
was
will
a
aid us?
crusader.
Are you serious?
That's what I rolled for today.
Okay, so
Amazing.
you will no longer be sneak attacking, you will be stabbing things in the face with a sword and shield.
Show me where them ghosts are.
All right. He leads you outside to the wharf and shows you where a boat's tied up.
Are there
Let me actually pull that out.
are there lots of like out of work fishermen at the minute? Just sat around.
There are a lot of fishermen, but not here. Most of them have gone hit up the tavern.
Is there anyone around here?
This town actually has... Yeah, there's a couple of fishermen about, some of them are
Oh,
mending nets.
that whole meal.
You're-
Sure have had a bounty of fish in their rivers this time of year.
Now you're really pushing it. Performance check, please.
Sure is a town on the up and up.
Yeah, their fish is pretty good up there.
Advantage?
With Ian helping you, yep. How do you guys like the boat I found you?
Oh, nice.
Performance?
Performance.
18.
Yes, indeed. 18? You're, a couple of them like get up, walk over. Hey, you said they got lots of fishing up there now.
They do have a lot of fish, and not a lot of fishermen.
That's maybe we, he like just says maybe we should go up there. I mean, with this place being all haunted now, maybe we should go up there for some
And
more.
no ghosts. Or well monsters.
That's oddly specific. But okay.
You wouldn't want to get attacked by a well monster, would you?
The well
No.
monster are horrific. I can tell you, they're fucking horrific.
They're somewhat confused, but they look like they might consider traveling up to Homeal to take up
Just
residence.
don't forget, Homeal has a lunk. Very important. Homeal has a lunk.
Don't know. That's a selling point you want right now. Are these grids on here big enough for you guys? That are on the
Yeah,
the
they're
boat?
Yeah,
they
they look fine.
Does the
Fantastic.
boat really have 18 cannons?
It really has 18 cannons. Yes.
Do you know how to use a cannon? Does anyone know how
No,
to use
it
a
doesn't-
cannon?
Apply
It doesn't have
fire.
cannon. Unfortunately, it was the only one I could find that was the right size. So just ignore the
But
cannon.
give us the cannons. Come on, let us use them.
They don't even have gunpowder yet. Lady still has to invent that.
Why do they have cannons then?
God damn it, Shrimp! Invent gunpowder before we leave this dock now.
They just have hollow metal tubes, just in case.
Just in
Yes.
case.
Shrink your
Yes, that's
will.
what they call the fish.
Look, it's decorative. Don't be like that.
Don't be- yes, unfortunately, like I couldn't find one of the up cannon.
Ah, yes, these are the famous sausage containers.
Yeah, they keep like metal balls in them.
No,
it takes
no,
an
not
hour
metal
to-
balls. They keep the sausages in.
I-
Didn't they, why is it filled with sausages? They put the metal
They
ball
are full
on
of
the
sausage.
seal them.
It takes about an hour or two. These gentlemen ready the boat for you, get it ready.
As
And
the sorry.
Harbor Master like bundles over to lots like, alright, so good luck. You'll see if you start crossing the lake after about half an hour or so in. The mist will come up and in God's preserve you'll still be alive at the end of it. That's pretty much all we can really tell you. It's just the mists come, we hear screaming, and lots of people die, and the bodies flush appear. So, good luck.
See, it's you being the harbor master, since the Burgermeister is dead, does that make you in charge of this town now?
Oh God, no. No, I just run the dock. I don't
So who
know.
did-
I don't know who's going to be the new Burgermeister. I don't deal with politics. I just deal with fish and
Oh,
boats.
okay, it's me.
I mean, sure. If you deal with the ghosts,
This is now New Hummel.
if you deal with the ghosts, I'm sure that people will be willing to perhaps elect you. I mean, you do look very intimidating. So
Cough
perhaps
on the
they.
boat. He's an orc.
But yeah. I'm gonna use old Bellegarde picture for now. To help differentiate. Okay, boys. Sorry, Cleve.
I knew it. All dwarfs do look the same.
Shush you, I'm not finding a different dwarf model for you. So rude.
As we
Alrighty.
get underway, be over there. As we get underway, I sort of at the prow, I kneel and utter a prayer to Cthulhu, begging the protection of my companions and our new allies, and for his guidance and aid
For the second time,
defeating this coming monster or battle.
for the second time in your life, when you utter a blessing, you see a spark of sea green energy run down your fingertips into the vessel itself and spread across the deck. Everybody is under the effect of the Bless spell currently.
Ooh.
We are blessed by the Raven Queen.
Oh, not so much. This
I mean, I don't quite understand it. I don't think Cthulhu is known for the blessings on water very much. Unless you consider being molested by a fishman a blessing.
I mean, some people might.
And I mean, I don't judge.
Fane, where you going?
Invasive tentacle in a hole you don't want to be in.
Fane, where are you going to be at on the boat while you guys are traveling?
Is this a flat hull boat, or has it got like a crow's nest that sails, or rowboat, or?
It is a mast. You can actually not really see it from over here, but the mast is over here where this dwarf is. There's a mast at the back here. And then
So-
it also has place for oars below decks. If
Single
people-
mast or
Looks
Double
like
mast. Over here where
Okay.
Rasgor is. Oh, and then one over here where Fane is. So three
Okay.
in total.
So does it have a crow's nest?
Sure, why not?
I'm walking up and down the boat. It's giving an
Do
inspiring
you wish to be in the
speech.
crow's nest, Rasgor?
What's that?
Do you want to be in the crow's nest, Rasgor?
I was gonna suggest to the party somebody with a good eye should probably go up there and keep a lookout. Maybe somebody who can fight from up there if we need them to.
so somebody who's good with a bow?
Yeah.
If only we had one of those people.
God. Okay, I'll go up.
Okay. Do you clamber up the
I
the
will
mast?
clamber up. Yep.
It's a
and-
good. I don't know how high
Yeah.
sails are. What, 15, 20 feet higher? 30 feet? 40?
Yep.
We got like 1,000.
I take a while.
Yeah, it's gonna take a long while.
Sure, let's say 20 feet.
Okay.
Brian, okay, so which one do you want? Do you want the middle or the front?
Middle.
Middle. Okay, so
middle.
you clambering up to the crow's nest. Is there anything else you gentlemen want to
I'm
position
assuming
yourself
that the middle mast is the tallest of the three. If I'm
Yes,
following
correct.
most of them,
Yeah.
yeah, then that would be the highest vantage point, and I take out long shot, and I keep an eye out, and I'm watching the environment around us, seeing if I can spot anything untoward.
on? Okay.
I'm like patrolling the perimeter of the boat, keep an eye out on as I make a round.
I'm
Okay, so you're just like walking a boot.
I'm
Yes,
just
it
walking
does?
up and down the deck, giving an inspiring speech to all of the dwarven crew about how we're gonna go into this lake, beat the shit out of these fucking ghosts, and take back the lake.
Okay. That's certainly something. Okay, so if everybody's positioned where they would wish to be, another half an hour passes.
Oh, and before we about halfway into the journey, I want to summon Douglas.
Okay. You summon Douglas.
Dude, I'm gonna
Yo,
take a rope and tie it to each side of the boat and like, leave it coiled in the bottom so if someone falls we can have it ready to throw out to them tied off already.
Yeah, I'll cast Mage Armor on me, so it's just on. Don't have to worry.
Alright. As you guys travel across, it is calm, it is peaceful. You can hear the occasional bird cry, the water gently lapping against the sides of your boat. And suddenly, like somebody flicking a switch, Brienne, you can see mist
Yeah.
crawling like a thick grey wool blanket in from all sides. Clearly unnatural, like a 360-degree noose that is tightening around
I-
the vessel coming from all sides.
Okay, I call out to everybody down below: mist incoming, ready yourselves.
Dead silence. Few more minutes.
I'm gonna tell Bulgarius, why don't you get your dwarfs down paddling while we take care of business up here.
This is a sailboat, damn it!
It had paddles too, he said.
It does have a throat.
It would make our travel faster.
He was gonna argue with you until you said that, actually. He's like, alright lads, inside! Today you'll learn how to row that stab boat! You see him like kicking and driving for him, like with the front of his axe like towards him, grumbling like, "Rah." Like, okay, all of the dwarves are going below deck. Okay, so you guys are chasing the poor dwarfies below deck. so I don't have to worry about them for now. Okay, so a few more minutes pass, and then you start to feel cold. Not just cold, but damp, as if it's been dewing on you the whole time, and the mist rolls over the ship, covering it completely. And for a moment, there's just stillness.
Can I see the deck of the ship below?
No, you can't even see the deck of the ship below you. It is thick mist. And then,
Okay.
Brienne, since you're up there, I'd like for you to make a
Yep.
perception check.
Cleaves up near the steering wheel.
Oh, yeah. Perception of 19.
Oh, excellent. For a moment, you think
Excellent sarcastic or excellent, like in genuinely
excellent.
good?
Genuinely good. For a moment, you think you see something moving in the mist, and then you think, no, it's nothing. And just as you're about to disregard it, you hear a creak of like a hawser or a rope of some kind in the mist, and you suddenly click. There's another ship.
I yell down, even though I can't see them. Incoming vessel.
Okay, just
What
like
side?
that. All initiative.
Man, the
it
meat
is
tubes!
the meat tubes. It is on the
Oh,
side.
yeah, that's what it is.
Right side of the vessel, I'd say. Don't ask me if that's port or starboard. I think it's starboard. Okay, so Brienne, that's very good that you managed all that. So you guys actually don't get.
It's
Nat
We don't
20.
get violated, do we? At least
Yeah.
not as badly as we would have been violated.
Right, 15 to 20 or 20
Oh,
or
God.
higher.
Nope.
Nat
17.
20.
Sorry, what was that, Razgor?
Nat 20 for 21.
At 20. Okay, so you're going to be at the top. 17 for.
Geraldine?
Geraldine? Where are you, Geraldine? Oh, there you go. Okay, anybody else? 15 to 20?
Nope.
Nobody. 10 to 15?
13 for both me and Douglas.
Okay, so you and Douglas, same turn. Cleef, Douglas. Right, wow. From that initiative. 5 to 10s?
7.
7 for Brienne. Anybody else higher than 7?
Shrimp?
No, I'm a 1.
Oh no.
Okay, Shrimp was
Shrimp,
I'm
Fang, what
also
did you
a
roll?
1.
Also 1.
Shrimp's
Okay.
having an epiphany about these meat tubes. If only they could like be used to propel something.
Only they could be used in combat somehow.
For fast sausage delivery.
Imagine how delicious the tubes would be.
And they'd
Okay.
be pre-cooked as well.
Okay, so while this is going on, Brian, you're the first to see a vessel come coasting out of the mist, looking like it was cobbled together and hoisted up from the ocean floor out of rotten planking and prayer, as far as you can tell. It's not even really built dynamically. Excuse the crappy MS Paint drawing.
Wait, is it ramming?
It is ramming, yes. It is indeed a ramming, sir. That. This is. That's a sail.
Wow.
My crap. Like I said, crappy MS Paint.
Wait, so I can see that ship now.
You can see the ship rapidly approaching you.
Wunderbar.
And standing on the ship, see a small group of humanoid creatures watching.
Can
At first, you're like, wait a minute, that can't be. But then you notice, oh, that can definitely be. They look suspiciously like fishermen. And you can see the one standing in the rear is dressed a little bit more ornately. He's got a robe and like a shawl tied around his back, all of it dripping seawater. And he's pointing at the ship, and it almost looks like the waters of the lake have lifted the raft of theirs up and is carrying it forward with tremendous force in the direction of your vessel. So
Cthulhu must be weaker than we thought if he can't even control his own minions.
Thankfully, I'm 20 feet up. I didn't hear that.
shout it louder.
Don't worry, I shouted it really loudly.
Razgor, Your turn. You just hear incoming vessel from Brienne up top. What would you like to do?
But I don't actually see them yet.
Not yet, no. Just see there's something approaching from the mist.
I'm trying to see. I would move towards the side he said it was on.
Okay, so you run over to the side of the ship there.
And I'll use my bonus action to cast I forgot the name of the spell. Branding Smite.
Branding spike.
And can I hold an action to move again when the ship becomes
so you just
visible
want to hold
when
it.
they contact?
Yeah, sure, we saw that. Well, okay, so you're just waiting until they get visible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should get all initiative for these guys, shouldn't I? I help.
I think you just not go.
Ooh, nat 20, nat 20. Oh my. That's pretty. Okay, so they're gonna be before crawled.
Oh, and I got my maul out.
All good. Okay, so on their turn, you guys now can see them as they smash into the side of your ship random. And you see these very strange looking fishmen, all of them carrying long poles with rounded loops on the end with teeth in them. You actually know something similar to this. You guys have used them before. They're man catchers. You usually use them to catch slaves that are trying to run away. And you can see several more carrying grappling hooks and getting ready to throw them over onto the deck of the ship. So since you're holding your turn, you get to go first. What would you like to do?
Can I see all 5 of these people now?
You can see them in the mist, yeah. You can see the 5 shapes. This one's very vague in the back, but yeah, you can also see there's a big shape standing in the back.
Do they look like stout? They look like they're strong, or look like I could easily manhandle them?
They look pretty muscular, like slimy, fish-like, bulging muscles, very sharp teeth.
All right, hell, let's go for it. I'll try to jump onto their ship.
Okay, it's close enough, so I'm not gonna have you roll athletics. You can just hop on down.
5, 10, 20, 25.
Okay, so you
30,
hop onto the deck of the ship and then run up to the closest one.
Is your warg with you? Just as a dumb question.
No, I was gonna say I left him at base at Hamil.
Okay.
Little extra
Okay.
protection while we're gone.
All right. So you've jumped onto the deck and rushed over. What would you like to do?
That was my held action, I guess.
All right.
Just to
So
move.
their turn. These two are going to run, and you see this one flex his legs and leap up onto the deck. And he lands next to you, Shrimp. Same as this one, run and leap onto the deck of the ship. Well, and these two engaged with you, Razgor, are going to both move in to try and keep you pinned down as best they can. So, we'll deal with these two on the deck first. Letty, this boy that is like leapt onto the deck next to you, is going to use his man catcher and he's going to try and pin you down and drag you into the water. Make a Letty sandwich out of you. Let me just get the dice quickly. What's your AC, Letty?
11.
11. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so hit you with the net. What is it? Creature can use its action to. Okay, so yeah, he just hits you with the man catcher, and you are now restrained, which means you can't move. You know, your movement is 0. You can't get any bonus movement speed. Attacks against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage on dex. So he's basically just got you pinned now with this man catcher, and it's trying to wrangle you overboard, but he doesn't seem to have enough upper body strength to just manage just yet. And his buddy that's leapt onto here, out of range to attack anybody at the moment, so he can't do anything. However, you guys see the priest at the back there, random, since you're the one closest enough. You see him, the finger he was pointing at the ship, drop it, turn his arm so it's palms down, and then make a scooping motion, and you see the ocean the ocean, the river beneath the boat actually lift, and your ship is now held at like a 55-degree angle in the water. And if he lifts it anymore, he's going to capsize your entire ship and swing it over upside down.
Oh no.
Control water, man. Quite useful on the river.
What's their ship look like? Does it look?
It's like a
Ragtag
cobbled
or-
together piece of shit. Like, it looked like it's barely floating. It looks like it's basically only floating because this guy's controlling the water. Like, it does not look like a good...
Does it
sea-
look flammable?
No. It is very soggy. It is very rotted. It is encrusted with river silt and pieces of grass and mud, and it's just like... It's not a very nice boat.
Dude, they look flammable.
They do not look flammable. They look slimy and watery and fish-like. But then again, everything is flammable if you put your mind to it. Gralden, your turn. You're now sitting at like a 55-degree angle. This whole boat of yours has been tipped upwards, like lifted up from the front of the boat.
Yeah, I essentially want to charge and drop kick this man off the boat.
Which one? This one.
Just that one, yes.
Okay.
I want to get him to be flying that way.
Oh yeah, you're on that side. Okay, so you charge up to him, and you're just gonna do like a, basically it's a shove. I guess a shove is what you want. What's the rules for shoving?
No, he said drop kick.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. Jump to shove a creature, shoving a creature. Using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it or. Okay, yeah. So you could basically on your attacks, you could do a shove to try and push it over.
He
Well,
wants to
no, I'm
channel
going to
his
try and
inner
use my flurry of
professional
blows on it because it's got a special technique where I can then potentially punch it 15 feet in a direction.
Oh, okay.
wrestler.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, shove is also a normal thing you can do. Alright, so you run up and you're like, pa 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 pa, starting to like do the hidden dragon crazy.
124 to hit and 112 to hit. No, sorry, 24 and 18.
18, yeah, those are both profound hits as you easily impact the creature.
The flying bicycle kick from the Mortal Kombat movie.
Sorry, one does 8, one does 5.
Okay, so that's a grand total of. Wow. Okay, well, 8 plus 5 is 13. Okay. Yeah, you like, pow, pow, pow. You actually break the man catcher as it tries to block one of your blows, and it's like left holding the two sticks and just throws them overboard. You see it grab its hook now to use and open up its teeth. You see its maws filled with a lot of teeth. Like, it's like
I
the
will try
Alien
flurry of
movie.
blows.
It's like the Alien movie. Like, there's an extra mouth inside the mouth with more teeth.
116 and 118.
Both hits. Oh,
Oh, 1-6 and 1-7, so 13.
that's more than enough. As you guys see, Gralden literally like pull back, put his hands together, and just like slam both hands open palm into the chest of this creature. And you can actually hear a crack reverberate as he shatters what used to be its rib cage, and you see the body is flung overboard into the depths of the river. Yeah, you annihilate that thing. It is super dead.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to...
No, that's it for me, I think.
Okay, that is it for Gralden. Okay, Cleve, your turn. Very misty, hard to see. From where you are, you can only see dark shapes pretty much on the boat, but you can see some fish bastard has hopped onto your boat, and you assume there's more. If you're saying something, I can't hear
I was
you.
pressing the wrong button.
Aha.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna just bonus action to get us down here, and then laser the one trying to steal shrimp.
Okay, you can laser the one. Okay, so Shrimp is technically
Nat 20.
threatening him in combat, so you can crit and you can sneak attack. So
Nat
double your
20.
dice. Double your dice.
Okay.
Should I even have you roll at this point? I don't even know if I should
Yes.
bother. Sure, roll your dice.
Let,
roll
let
your
him roll. Let him roll.
What's that? Like 66 or
Oh,
86?
my damage has gone up now. It's double these. And, it's just double the
It's
dice.
many d6s.
Double the dice plus add modifiers, yeah. Yeah, I thought it would be like 8d6s.
That's
27.
that's 32.
32 points of damage. Are you just mouth lasering him?
Yes.
Sure, you've got this like man catcher like around your throat at the moment, as you're trying to like escape from this fish trying to drag you overboard and like drown you, even though he doesn't know that you don't need to breathe, but he doesn't know that. And you just hear like a from behind you, and just like the creature fighting you is literally evaporated. Like you're just like splattered in like clear gray ichor. And like the only thing left standing is like his 2 webbed feet, like cut off above the ankles. Like it's just like little chunks of meat still stuck.
I'm there to.
Like the entire creature is just gone.
I'm there giving him a high five. Not a high five, a thumbs up.
Are
That's
we
the
still
key.
under?
God damn it.
Are we still under bless?
You are still under blade. Correct.
Let's de-force all this stuff too. Attacks and saves.
Yeah, blades have to. Whenever a creature makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number added to your saving.
Oh, then I did 35 damage.
You don't have to use it. Okay, so that's Golden Cleave Douglas, the water elemental. What order is it given Douglas?
Douglas is gonna run off the. I've told Douglas to kill the whatever looks big.
Okay.
Kill,
Douglas
kill
is
the
just gonna
fish
run
man.
off, jump off the boat and start swimming towards it. I don't know how close he can get. Got 90 feet of
What's
swim
Douglas'
speed.
nick? Oh yeah, Douglas will get there. You see like Douglas like come over the side like a little wave washing over it a little bit higher than normal and then like pull himself together
Can Douglas
on the deck of the ship.
get into contact with the casty man?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. He's just short.
Alright,
Gonna be
he'll
just-
stay off the boat for now then. Just
Okay.
preserve the
staying in
element
water.
of surprise.
Sapringi, no problem. Okay, so that's gonna be Douglas done. Brienne, your turn.
Okay.
Now that the mist is swirling underneath you, you see like these shapes on the boat, busy engaged with Razborn combat.
Well,
and
I
that are fucking
saw
slow.
the boat, and you said I saw them when they came in, so I can see the great big one at the back there.
You do, yes.
Okay, because I am angry now, really
Oh.
angry, because this is, you know, the water is Cthulhu's element, and these were these creatures are an affront. They are traitors, and I am seriously angry, and I mutter curses under my breath as I take aim with my crossbow, and I'm hexing the priest,
Okay.
and I'm firing with my crossbow. I've got range, so
Two
sorry, just
attacks.
give me a... Yeah, 2 attacks, and with Hex, it's an extra d6 necrotic damage, and the creature has disadvantage on anything to do with Constitution.
Oh, balls. Okay.
Heh 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 heh.
Mhm.
And we're gonna fire.
Okay, roll your attacks for me, sir.
First attack is... first attack is 11 to hit.
Miss. Second one, hopefully a little bit higher.
Second one's much higher. 20. Oh, wait, I can roll my 4 on that first attack, hey, to aid it, right?
Sorry, your bliss. Yes, you can add
Yes.
your bliss.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that first.
Mm-hmm.
That takes it up to 14.
Now it's a hit. Okay. So first
It's 7 plus 4, it's 11 points of damage.
bolt, yeah. Second one.
And was 25 to hit.
Yes.
And
Damage.
this time I'll be using my d4 to boost my damage.
Good.
Wow. Wow.
Wow! That's 4 and 4, that's 8 points of damage.
Okay, so that's 2 concentration checks first off from this guy as he takes 19 points of damage in total from you. First one is DC 11, second one DC 10. Please let him not use concentrate. on
Roll
the first
1,
round
roll
combat.
1, roll
3.
1, roll.
So, 3
And he's got disadvantage because concentration is con-based,
Does
is
that-
it not?
So he's
So,
using his magic to hold together his boat that Rascal's on. I hope he can swim.
and so yes. Okay, so those of you on the boat deck still, including you, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please, as the boat suddenly drops 30 feet back the front of the boat into the water, and you're almost flung out of the crow's nest. As this man loses control of his control water spell.
Dex check of 8. I'm not
8.
very dex.
I don't have
today.
sea
Yeah.
legs, and I've rolled a natural 1.
Okay. Or Gralden and Faye, how much do you guys roll?
Sorry. I thought it was just the guys on the boat.
You're
Yeah,
on the boat.
you're on the boat.
Yeah.
No, I thought you meant on their boat.
Oh, sorry.
Our boat fell 30
Dex
feet out
roll,
of
you
there.
say?
A dex roll, yes.
That is
a whopping 13.
Yeah, 8,
8. Okay. Everybody except for Gralden.
18.
Oh, 18. Everybody except for Gralden and Fane. You two managed to grab onto the nearer surface, the thing suddenly lurches beneath you, and the entire front of the ship just falls into the water surface. You guys are fine. Liddy and Hippo, you two are flung prone. Brian, you are flung from the crow's nest.
Whee!
And you fall
gonna
to
hurt.
the surface of the ship, taking... Luckily, it's not very high. The dice are shit today. You take 5 points of damage as you're flung from the crow's nest. You fall to the base of the ship. Okay.
What about Belgar? Why isn't he doing anything?
Belgar's underneath. You guys said
No, the dwarves are underneath.
Yeah, Belgar's the dwarf.
Oh, did he go with them?
Yeah, he's going.
Yes.
Okay.
He's just like on top so you can see where they are underneath. They're very confused as to what the hell is going on outside.
No, well, one of them
Really,
needs
you guys are gonna
to
handle
head
it.
out there to see what's happening.
Seeing this bullshit though, whose turn is it? It's not even your turn. Shit. Fane, your turn.
Yay! My natural 1.
Okay, so you get up. So that's off your movements. You've got 15 feet of movement remaining, so you can move 3 squares. Where do you want to go to, Mike?
Why can I only do that?
Because you got. Oh no, wait, sorry, you didn't get knocked prone. I lie. Sorry, a lot of things to keep track of.
It's like, you're confusing me, Griff.
Yeah, sorry.
Get your shit together, Griff. God.
Sorry.
So, all
God,
the
it's
bad guys are off the ship.
Yes.
Currently, yes. You could say that Razgor's a bad guy and he's not on there. So it depends entirely on how you view things.
Depends if you're racist.
Or dwarf.
I go over here and I curse this thing over here. And I
Alright.
teleport. Because I
Okay.
can't do that.
Nice. Okay, so Razgor, you suddenly still engaged in combat with these two, blocking blows, weaving, and then you look to your left, and suddenly there's just a Fane there. It's like boop, appears right next to you. Okay, what else are you doing?
And I'm gonna attack it.
Okay, roll your attacks. How much dex have you got, Hippo?
20.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's not a...
Okay.
That's a hit. Like, fucking...
Okay.
A 10
roll
is
your-
not a hit, right?
No,
Yeah,
fortunately
I
not.
thought so. But this is a hit, like 27.
It's all good. Roll your damages.
This is a 8, right?
Yes, a D8. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. That's plus 5, I think. Yes. That's 13.
13 points damage. God damn. Okay, you almost bisect it, and the creature staggers back, just barely holding on. But you just see hatred shining in his eyes, and it looks even more determined to try and kill you now.
Got your back, my queen amigo.
Okay, Brienne, Fane, Shrimp. Your turn.
Hello.
You nearly got slaveried. What would you like to do?
I really got slaveried. I would like to. Do I want to do that? No, that's probably going to be fine. I would like to cast sleep so that only this guy gets hit by it.
Okay. Interesting. How many hit dice does sleep affect currently?
It is
How many hit points, I'd say.
5d8.
Okay, roll your 5d8. Let's see if you had
Yeah,
enough.
let me just One d8 here, one. Oh no, he was gonna make me some.
So you guys did him already.
Actually, I had enough d8s there. I just forgot they were there. Ugh. Those rolls. Oh my god. That's 2 1s, 3, 2, and a 6. 13 hit points. That was terrible rolls. My god. I could have rolled worse, but not by much.
What's the AoE on sleep?
It's 20 feet, but I'm aiming it more distant, so it's basically something like more like this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
catch my drift.
Yeah, it's all good.
Lucky I just rolled your dice. Got 31.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, the creature seems to shake its head and smell.
I'm not surprised at all. 13. Yeah, most things have more than 13 hit.
Almost. Okay, so top of the initiative order, unless there's anything else you'd like to do, Shrimpy?
No, because I can't cast 2 spells in one turn.
Okay, Razgor. What's your dexterity?
I'm sorry, Griff, but I forgot to add my. Yeah,
Your
add like 4 damage for that.
X or something.
Because that, I forgot, the hacks I did actually adds
much?
my fucking charisma modifier to the damage.
How much is the extra damage?
4.
4. Okay, so then you killed this guy. Alrighty. And you get hit points, I believe. Then.
Yes.
Don't you get a ghost or something if you kill that guy?
Yes, he's now my slave.
Okay, well, let's use... let me just see if I have a ghost saved somewhere quickly.
Weren't ghosts our original problem?
No, he's my ghost. It's not, the enemy ghost. It's
Unless he's-
different. It's a difference there,
I'll find the spectator thing at some point. Just remind me to do so. Okay, you now have a... under your control.
Did you want my dex score or save?
Your dex score.
13.
Because you and him both have a roll natural 20, so I want to see who goes first. Okay, so he's got a higher dex than you do. Okay, so...
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch! Priest, very annoyed,
Fish.
have messed with his fish fishing.
I
You
haven't
see
done
him, like,
anything.
hold up his staff into the air and go, "Kazaa!" And the entire boat that you're on, Razgor and Fane,
Is it a spell?
spell, yes?
Counterspell.
Roll your counterspell, son.
Okay, what is this? DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Roll a d20, I'll tell you if you succeed.
Come on.
And wait, how does
Grumpy.
counterspell work again? If it is casting a spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Okay, so I'll just roll my thing and add my spellcasting ability, so that's 10 plus my spellcasting ability is... What is considered my spellcasting ability? It's just my
Charisma,
intelligence.
wisdom, intelligence. One of those 3.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, mine's intelligence, so it's just a pure attribute, so it's a +4, so it's a 14.
Well, good news for you. That is exactly the number you needed to roll to spell a 4th level spell. And you see him like hold the staff expectantly. And a few moments pass awkwardly in combat. And then he lowers it and looks at the staff accusingly like, the hell just happened? And then he spots you on the boat and he is pissed. He is so mad right now. Okay, and then with his movement, he's going to wade into close combat because he's out for blood now. He wants to-
that was a mistake.
Interesting. Razgor, your turn.
I just lock eyes with the priest.
He locks eyes with you. He wants to
You
eat
done.
you.
You done fucked up, son.
Okay, what are you doing, Razgor?
I am swinging away.
Swinging away.
That's not good. That's
Remember,
a 9
you've
on
got
the
a-
first one.
You've got a D4 you can roll to improve your
Yeah,
attack
it's-
as well, hey?
What about
Oh wait,
your
no,
attack?
it's 9 plus
Yeah, 2 attack.
7, so 16.
It's a hit. Second hit. Roll both your attacks. See?
28.
Yeah, both of those connect. They hit.
So I have my
You said you had
Branding
Yeah.
Smite plus 2 hits. Plus, I'm going to drop a 2nd level smite on him.
Oh shit. Poor fish is about to get fished.
That's not very much. 20,
It's 20 on the
28
dot.
damage.
Okay. So first it wham with the mole into his chest. And you guys can hear this percussive smoom effect go off as the smite cracks out into him. So that's 28 points of damage in the first hit. What about the second one?
That's total.
Is that total? Okay, you see him
Yeah.
actually stagger backwards and one of his eyes pop from the energy running over his body. And he is super pissed but still standing.
I rolled
He's very angry.
5 1s and a 2 and a
He's
3. That was
Okay.
pathetic.
was pretty bad.
Oh, and he's glowy now. He can't go invisible.
Okay, you can't go invisible. However, the little fish that's still fighting you, he's gonna try and shank you in the kidney with his hook. He's gonna be like, screw you, Mr. Paladin, for hitting my high priest, and he rolls a natural 1. Perfect. Okay, Grolden, your turn. You just saw the guy like raise his staff to do some bullshit, and then should have just like casually just dispelled that shit. Like, get out of here.
I literally want to run, hop
Shrunk
onto the
looked at
boat,
him and his eyes
run
glowed
around,
purple.
and once again do a flying drop kick into the priest's face.
What is your people's obsession with kicking the poor people in the face?
This is the joy of being a monk. I can only do one thing, and that's flying drop kicks. I do them well, hopefully.
Okay, well, roll your attacks, sir. Yep.
112 and 126. 24.
24. Okay, hit.
What the hell, dice? For a whopping 6 points of damage, and then I'm going to do
Flurry of blows. All right.
uh, 22 to hit, and 13.
Don't
It's a
forget
hit.
your D4, hey?
Is the 13 a hit as well?
13 is a hit. They don't have very
Great.
high.
That's another 14 points of damage.
Okay, does he have to make any saves or anything to be knocked prone or anything like that?
Well, hold on. I'm using my open hand technique, so one of the following effects. If he fails a strength DC 15, he gets pushed back up to 15 feet. So I want to
Okay.
just punt him off.
He rolled a 17 on it.
Oh, damn it.
So he manages to skid back just a little bit, but he manages to
Almost
make...
into Douglas's loving embrace.
Almost. Poor Douglas. Alright, so anything else you'd like to do, Grolden?
No.
Okay, Cleavermator, your turn. What would
Hello.
you like to
Cleef's gonna choose to let Douglas go first,
do? Okay.
and Douglas is going to erupt from the water and land on the guy and attempt to whelm him.
Okay. What must he do for the whelm?
He needs to make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Let's make a saving throw again. 14 plus 3, 17. He passes. And plus 3, that's 16 strength coming in handy right now. Okay. Does he take any damage?
No,
from the whelm,
no.
or
No, Douglas
He's
just
just underwhelmed.
sits there,
he's just
surrounding
underwhelmed?
him.
Surrounding it. Okay.
And then
Cleef's turn. What do you do?
Cleef's just gonna run over to the edge and do a backflip and then mouth laser it.
Sure. Why not? Sneak attack.
Another
evasive
nat
combat.
20.
Or what the? Okay, so roll your 86 again. Good lord.
He's backflipping
Wait,
all
hold on.
over
Wait,
the
I
shit.
need my D4.
I think that's the most.
D4s go to attack, not
It's
damage.
the most.
Oh, okay. D4 go away then.
Also, isn't it only once?
No, it's,
Bless.
I don't know.
That's.
I've not used the D4. So he has 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage. Normally, Bless lasts for a minute lit. Usually.
Oh, okay, so it isn't a single-use thing. For some reason, I thought it was a single-use thing.
Bless is one of the best buff spells in the game, actually.
There was a thing that uses only once, but I don't remember.
Guidance, I believe is what
Oh,
it is.
guidance. Okay, yeah. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, Ippo, you actually shear off one of his legs, and he like falls to the ground and tries to hold himself up with his staff. As he just like disintegrated with that crazy necrotic beam that you wield. It's like an arc welder cutting away at his flesh. He is still standing though, well, figuratively. He's still alive. After that, but he's just barely holding on. Brian, your turn.
Do I have a clear shot on this one over here, just in front of the priest?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so I'm gonna get up and take a shot at it.
Alright, so you just like get up, you're like, you son of a bitch.
Something like that. (13 plus 7, 20 to hit.
That's a hit. Second attack.
I'm gonna do that now. That's 4 plus 4 is. Second attack, 19, 26.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, 8 damage again.
That's more than enough. As you punch 2 crossbow bolts, like one into each of his bulbous eyes. Thud, thud! And you drop him like a sack of potatoes into the ground. Okay. So that guy is super dead. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Brian?
No, he's out of range. It's got to be within 30 feet.
Okay.
That's outside 30 feet. No, it's fine for now.
Thane, your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there even anything left?
Just the high priest. Just doing the magics. Douglas is sitting on his head at the moment.
Go here.
Yep, you run up into him, where he's like just barely holding himself together, still snarling and stabbing at you with his staff. Very angry man.
I ask him politely if he wants to give up this fight and be our slave.
You ask him politely. He replies,
I chop his head off.
oh wow, negotiations were short. Sure, roll your attack roll. Is anybody even your speak Kuatua?
Sadly not.
No. That's 16.
To hit, yep. I rolled them damages.
And the other attack is 22.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that's 9 first attack, 9 damage. Second attack, 10 damage.
You just take the sword, slice it into him like upwards, like gutting him so his entrails fall out, and then as he staggers down to his one knee that he's got left, you just troll the sword around and then take the head off completely and send it spinning off into the water.
Yeah, I kick him to the water and I said, I won't dig you a grave, but you'll get a wet grave.
Okay, so the poor Kuatua is yeeted into the ocean. Oh, into the river. Damn, you guys demolished that encounter. Holy shit. That
Yay,
lady
shrimp.
dispelled her. That lady dispelled her.
What was he casting?
Can't.
Doesn't matter.
Fuck your
It got
shit up
counted.
spell is what.
Tsunami.
Yeah, Matt got it. Okay, so as you guys are standing on this little boat littered with limbs and ash from the bodies that you disintegrated with mouth lasers, you see the lumbers holding it together actually start cracking and splintering apart, and it looks like whatever magic they were using to keep this thing afloat, because it sure as hell wasn't good workmanship, is collapsing, and the mist is like thinning out. It's like slowly scattering and pulling apart.
Quick, run across the breaking boards and dive back onto the ship.
Okay, what are you guys doing with Douglas? Douglas is just gonna stay in the water for now.
Douglas is gonna swim back up. He's just
Um,
gonna swim around the boat. He's gonna have some fun.
You guys see a specter of one of these fish people just like this ethereal ghost, just like sadly float
Oh
over.
wait, there
to
should be two of them
And
because
you
I
see the-
also killed one.
You also killed one. You see the other one. Wait, where do I put it now?
Hey, he's gonna be my slave. He's gonna be by my side, and he's gonna be kneeling. He's gonna be kneeling by my side.
There's the.
I feel like Ein just wants people to be walking around on their knees permanently.
No, only
Yeah,
those fish species.
these two fish people. Eric, what does your class feature say about the specters? Do they understand common once under your control? Or how do they?
It doesn't specify anything. It obeys your verbal commands, and it gains temporary hit points equal to half your warlock level. You roll initiative for it. It gains a special bonus to its attack rolls equal to your charisma modifier, and remains in your service until the end of your next long rest.
Okay, so you basically have an ethereal copy of the priest and of one of the normal guys, just like sadly floating there, going like fish noises.
Hey,
Like-
I scream at it. Stop being like that, Sad. It's your fault. You attacked us.
And just like sad, frustrated fish sounds, like flopping mouth, like it's blowing bubbles at you underwater, even though it's in the in the air.
Put on your happy face, damn it.
You see it smile. It's just a horrific amount of teeth showing now.
But it's not smiling behind the eyes.
No,
It's still
it's
sad and dead inside.
It's sad, like a mime. It's just dead inside.
Hey,
like
at
those
least it's trying.
Well, you guys absolutely wrecked the lake ghost. I'm not gonna say you guys didn't. Holy crap!
I'm gonna go down and just shout, Belagar, we killed them all. It's safe. We can
Oh,
save
the
the lake.
Italian told us to get up down there in the first place.
Hey, keep rowing.
You just hear him go, "Row faster, you bastard!"
Positive encouragement provides a more happy and productive workforce.
What spell does that fucking priest have?
Many for another day. Okay, so the
Do
mist
I
sleep.
Do I see any damage to the ship from where we were rammed?
You do. Very minor damage. It looks like they were thinking about flipping it using the water magic rather than the crappy
I'll
vessel.
go down in the hold and see if it's bad enough where it's leaking on the inside.
No, it's not even like you walk past the dwarves, they're all just like grumbling to themselves and like rowing. Belagar like stomping up and down the deck, occasionally just like walking over to like cuff somebody behind there. Go faster! But your boat is moving at quite a pace now. Got a good sail, a little bit of wind, and a dozen dwarves that have all been put on oar duty due to somebody's suggestion. And
Where they belong.
making some pretty good time. So, day passes, afternoon rolls around, no mist, beautiful day, and you reach the other bank. And you have successfully crossed the Trident. And as you come up onto the bank with your boat, you see a old man sitting on the boat edge, like on a rock, just sitting on the edge of the river there, looking at you lot, saying, "Huh! I thought for sure the ghost would kill all of you. Thought we haven't seen a boat here in like a week. They've all just been eaten by the ghost." And then
We
he like
killed 'em.
spots like Fane and Brienne hopping off the boat with like these two monstrous fish people slowly floating behind. He goes, "Ah!"
It's okay. There were no ghosts, but we made ghosts. It's okay.
Ghost! There is a ghost there, right there. That is a ghost.
Yeah. But it's my ghost. He does what I says,
Yeah,
and he's
your
gonna be
ghost.
a nice ghost.
It's like it's
Ghost, bow to the nice man.
the fish monster slowly bows.
I feel sorry for this ghost because this thing that Ein does is starting to remind me of that spell from Arcanum.
Yep, it's starting to feel a lot like that, isn't it? And the poor guy, like, and as he's like standing there hyperventilating, this old man actually like keels over, like clutching his chest.
I run over and perform emergency backflip.
Emergency back. Seems like it's not very effective. He appears to still be in the midst of having a stroke.
No, I'm backflipping onto his chest to provide CPR.
Not gonna be-
God.
You crack his sternum. Now he's definitely
Well,
dead.
that's
None
what
of
you
those
meant to do.
rises.
It all-
Cleve doesn't do that. When he lands on his backflips, he can, control the amount of force he amounts.
a medical check. Medicine.
Oh god.
4.
He's dead.
Hey! Wow! Look at over there. What's going on over there?
Balagar comes to the ship along with the other dwarves, all like lathered in sweat. Most of them like puffing a bit, looking absolutely exhausted after hours of rowing. And just sees a corpse just lying there next to the rock.
Of an old man.
Of an old man. He's like, "What the hell did you do now?"
I'm gonna
Cardiac arrest.
He's like hippo, like a back.
He just dropped that.
What do you mean? And then he sees the ghost. Why is there a ghost there? What is wrong with you?
No. It's okay. It's my ghost. He does what I tell. Ghost, bow again.
Ghost like once more miserably bowed. That doesn't make it any better. You can't just go walking around with bloody ghosts, you daft
Hey,
fool.
he attacked me. He tried to kill me and eat me. So I made him a ghost. And it's only gonna be for like 10 hours more. But then he's gonna be free. It's his fault. He tried to kill.
There's a lot of the dwarves now busy like muttering to each other, dwarves, like casting very distrustful glances at your two compatriots that have the ghost behind them.
I'm performing a quiet ritual for the old man's soul, hoping he's reborn into a backflippable body.
I go and put a point of lay on hands on him, see if he gets up.
Oh, he's dead. No, he's like dead. Unless
This is
you know.
a case of cardiac arrest. I'm sure you can bring people back from that.
Who's this?
Cardiac arrest. The old man.
What about him?
I'm sure you can bring people back from a slight case of cardiac arrest. It's fine.
I'm fine. No, he did. He did. No, like he's seriously. May I recommend against ghosts?
Do I have like any like chalk or drawing utensils?
Sure.
I find a fucking sheet and I put over my ghost.
We're incorporeal.
Can you not just dismiss the goose?
I believe so.
Hey, he's not done being my slave.
What?
I'm gonna.
Make him
It's
travel.
caused more trouble than has been worse.
I have written.
I
May he backflip in
dismiss-
eternity on the old man's head, and I'm casting him off for a sea burial.
What the hell? Wow. Sure. So you're just like throwing his body into the river?
Not throwing.
That's what
Gently
murderers do,
easing in.
generally. I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah. So you give him a sea burial, and your party is now 2 ghost members stronger than it was before. You have reached the opposite bank near Rakaisa, and you are well on your way to traveling closer to the dwarven capital. Elgar suggested you guys rest for the evening on this bank.
Good idea.
Sits up camp, has a very spirited discussion with his men. Nobody can speak Dwarvish here, right?
No.
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 Okay, yeah, they have a very
Yeah,
spirited
let me check.
and at
I
one
don't
point,
remember what I can speak.
you see like a few of them reach for their weapons. And, like, shout,
Actually, I understand Dwarvish.
Are you fucking with me, or do you really know Dwarvish?
I actually understand Dwarvish.
Okay. They are currently trying to decide whether they should just ditch you guys and leave for the dwarf capital on their own, or if they should like try and maybe like take your stuff and leave you behind, like leave your rations and stuff, or if they should just flat out just maybe
When
try.
they mentioned that, I cough and I look at them strange.
You cough and you look at them strangely. They look back at you, and then they're
I
like,
smile and I say, "Hmm."
you say, "Ugh." You
No,
hear one
like,
of them go-
hmm.
hear one of them go, "It's fine, the Longshanks can't understand us anyway. So anyway, we leave them here in the night, and we pack up, we leave. We're not bringing these crazy bastards before
I understand. I say to my fellow, what does Longshanks mean?
Is one of their racial slurs for people who are of normal height.
Yeah, I actually say it loud enough so they can understand. So,
Oh, okay, so you're like trying to let them over here. You like see them like all stop. Alright. You see like Belagard like turn around from his bed. Right! Since one of you can clearly understand what we're saying, we're not bringing a bunch of ghost wielding necromancers in front of the king.
well, there will be no ghost then. They will disappear tonight. They only stay ghosts for a couple.
We normally behead necromancers. We fight the damn thing.
I kill the undead.
You're
But
never
sometimes I
fighting
can
ghosts.
make it fight for me just for a short while. A short while.
That's-
I don't.
You're not making it fight anything. You're having it float around with a sheet over it and trying to spook people.
That's pretty hypocritical, Fane.
I do understand what you mean by that. Sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire.
Sometimes you want those sweet class features.
I don't understand these powers the Raven Queen gives me.
Look, keep your filthy magics to yourself. You don't practice any necromancy while you're in our borders.
Are we in your borders?
Soon.
Well, they
Wait,
will be
Stan.
gone then.
That's not the point, you crazy bastard. You killed that guy. And he like points to the river where you guys just the corpse into the river.
No!
Oh,
I
really?
think
So he
that-
was perfectly fine until you got here, and then he just decided to
We
up
would
and
have died, fucking with a mouse would have killed.
Ah, yeah, of course, I'm sure. Okay, you keep yourself separate, we keep ourselves separate, and when we get to the city, we'll remand you to the Royal Guard. They can decide what to do with you. You can decide if you see the king, and I'll be rid of you lot. Capish?
You call me a fish?
Sure, you work it out, Longshanks. And he turns around and like stumps off to light a pipe. So,
I think the technical dwarven insult is fish bish, is what he called you.
so
Do they bring along any of their cask of dwarven ale with them?
no. Not
Stingy bastards.
They're marching back with a message. They're not going to stop the party along the way.
True dwarf always brings a drink.
What would you know about being a true dwarf, you green-skinned bastard? All right. Evening passes. Morning dawns bright and clear.
Spectres
Belagard
are
does-
gone.
Yes, Belagard inspectors are gone. Belagard does his morning kick everybody the hell awake and up at way too damn early routine. And another day dawns, bright and clear. So anything you gents would like to do?
Yeah, I kick the dwarf back if he kicks me.
You try and like aim a kick at him, but he's like already on the way.
Again, before we set off, I kneel again and I pray to Cthulhu for continued protection and thank him for his gift of
Nothing.
protecting us yesterday. No, that's cool. There's no intent for anything to happen. This is just
Oh no, I hear you.
Well,
Yeah, nothing went it.
whilst I'm in my meditative state overnight, I wish to try and project myself and guide the spirit of the old man into a new body.
Oh lord. Okay.
Backflippable body.
Exactly.
Okay. And how would you like to go about doing that?
By meditating really hard.
Tell you what. Make a charisma check. straight up.
I actually, like, the screen clear. I know what you're doing, and I support you.
15.
Advantage.
He does not know what I'm doing. I'm sat there meditating.
I was also thinking about the old man, so you get advantage.
Somewhere in the world, a baby backflips in its mother's womb.
Killing the mother.
Okay. So, morning is dawn bright and clear. You guys grab your trail rations, set off once more for the Dwarven City. Once more, I would like everybody to roll a d100 and have Brian and Razgor take point.
64.
61.
Nice.
Oof, 26.
29.
29, 26. We got two 60s, two 20s. Where's the tiebreakers?
82.
82,
Let me just...
3, 4.
No, and...
What are we rolling for?
22.
Travel-related things. Okay, 22. 2, 3, 4. Okay. You guys travel through the forests of Belarus, or the woods of Belarus. Slowly, the land starts to become slightly hilly. Like, this is a very flat country. But here and there, there's some things that could be charitably called. You're heading in the direction
I'm struggling.
Like-
This is the biggest hill I've ever gone up.
of the biggest city you've ever gone on.
I need a 100 die.
I got
So, no, I'll just use this one. I'll just use...
Fine.
Didn't you just roll it?
I just got one for you.
No.
It's all good.
Yeah, but I need that call.
A week passes. Uneventfully.
No.
Second week passes. Uneventfully. Third week passes. Uneventfully. Halfway through the fourth week of travel.
Are we inside the borders of the Dwarven lands by the fourth week?
Balgar says, "From here on out, you don't even take a shit without asking for permission. This is Dwarflands. You're going?
What if I really, really, really have to go? That you're not around.
You're going to Carborim. Going to hand you over to the Royal Guard. I'm going to take you to the king. If they will. If they decide you don't get to see the king, that's it. You leave, you don't complain, you don't make a ruckus. No more lip from you lot. And then, as you guys move through the forest, start noticing it's getting darker. Darker. Vast clouds are
Oh, okay.
the sun. And it doesn't take long before soft flakes start raining down. And a few of them land on your face, and when you reach up to smear them away expecting snow, you find ash. Soft, grey, powdery ash appears to be raining down in vast quantities all around you.
Is this normal?
Do you guys have a lot of smelters in this area, or is this a bad sign?
You see him like turn to you like, this is not normal. This is very unusual. We have to hurry.
Well, I was about to
Go,
suggest
like this,
that.
go.
You guys are there for now.
Go, go, gadget runners.
You move deeper in to the forest and eventually come across a road. And he says, this road should take us directly to the capital. Many of our merchants follow us. Our caravans We should find some travelers here soon.
Okay, let's go.
March. Hour past. The sooty rain continuing. Serena?
Is the wind coming from like the direction of? I'll ask Porphyrius. Is the wind coming from the capital or wherever we're heading?
Don't know where the ash is coming from. Wind's coming from the east.
Is your capital towards the east? Is that the direction we're
No.
marching towards?
We're heading west, northwest.
They're heading north. An hour passes, and start noticing something. The trees are dying. The closer you get to the capital.
Does this look
Many-
strangely reminiscent to the mine to the quarry to anyone else?
This is slightly
Yeah.
worrying, yes.
The trees, many of them seem burnt. Their leaves stripped. You can now see mounds of ash piled up in the leeward side of some of the trees. And there's the smell of smoke that hangs heavily in the air. And ahead of you, you see the remains of what looks to be a drawn cart, like an ox-drawn cart, that has been flipped on the side, and you see small figures scattered around it, bodies laying on the ground unmovingly. And the entire area for hundreds of feet, in every direction, scorched black, as if some enormous fire has scoured the surrounding area. And you can see in a couple of spots still wisps of smoke and tiny little tendrils of flame dancing across what's left of the greenery here and there. And Balagar, just when he sees this, just starts pounding forward along with the other dwarves to go and invest.
I think back to the prophecy.
Oh,
And dies.
And
Oh.
I think back and
He
I
lives.
sort of say under my breath, a tide of fire. And I look up and I start pushing forward.
Alright, start running, easily outpace the dwarves. You get to the wagon that's been overturned, and you can see like part of it like looks almost like it's exploded. Like the wood got heated to such a temperature that it just shattered. And flying against the wagon on the right hand side, you see a dwarf in what must have once been a truly royal looking outfit, just a absolutely amazing looking robe that has now been melted in places into his body, his beard scorched away, and his flesh raw and weeping on the ground. And you can hear him conversing in pained, low breaths with Belagar.
I yell out to Razgor, there's one here who may yet still live. Can you aid him?
Yeah, I'll walk over to him and stand over him and look to.
I call to Belgar as well and says, "There's one of your kin still lives."
Yeah, like Belagar was like at him already, like ran with you.
Fane,
Damn.
up front, translate.
I tell him,
Yay!
Yes, what's it, Brandon?
I'll look at Belgor and say, just stand aside a second. And I'll put a hand on him. I'll put.
He actually like reaches over to like pull you away and try and do that, but you manage to get your hand on him for like half a second. What do?
I'm gonna pump 10 points of healing into him, and kind of look over and try to judge if does it just physical damage or does he need higher restoration?
No, it's physical damage. He's been badly burned. You hear mutters around you as like Belagar stops struggling for a moment and sees like the raw, cracked flesh actually scab over in real time and like flake away, leaving the pink, unscarred flesh beneath. And you see the dwarves like ease, like he's breathing ease, and he looks no longer on the verge of expiring at any second.
I'm gonna do a medicine check and try and use a healing kit to try and just patch him up as best I
Okay,
can,
like-
whatever I can that the lay of hands didn't.
Okay, so you're like doing normal medicine, like taking
Yeah.
a band. Fane, since you're the only one who can understand, you hear the two dwarves conversing under their one under their breath. He came, Balgar. A great big worm from the sky, red as fire. Fell down from like a hawk plummeting from the sky and just shattered the oxen. Split open the chests. It took the Krenog. And you hear like all the dwarves who hear that, like indrawn like breath, like, oh shit, like that is bad news. Yeah, and you're like, you have to get it back, please, you have to get it back. And he's like got Belagor like around the arm now. He's like, you have to get it back. I can't return without it.
Okay. I sort of looked about. What's happening? What is he saying? Obviously,
Something about a red worm falling from.
a red worm, a dragon.
I go to them and ask, so what's the problem? You need any help?
It like looks like he doesn't understand you. Like the
I say it in Dwarvish, by the way.
oh, you speak wrong. A, he's surprised you speak Dwarvish. B, he's surprised to be alive. And C, now it's just like, what the hell's going on here? Why are there a bunch of tall ass people traveling with the dwarves? He like looks to Belgar like, should I answer him? Like, who is this guy? And Belgar like looks, he's like, it's the Krenog. Or the Kernabog, depending on which side of the hill you're from. It's Longshanks don't really have a word for it.
It's important to you.
It's a family seal. It's a stamp. It's a print you put on official documents. It's a crest. Trying to think of words.
Like what I showed you on the haft of that axe.
Yes, like that. It's the families, and it's unique. There's only one of them for each family. It's amongst belongings taken by this creature.
Would I be correct in assuming that this is kin, family of yours?
No, it's not my family. It's a family. But it doesn't matter. It's a Kernog. Any dwarf. Doesn't matter if he's a murderer or city man.
Do we have the time to help your kin?
Be
Would-
seriously
Do
contemplating.
we make the time to help your kin? Let me ask you that, Sir Dwarf.
He's seriously thinking now because, on the one hand, this is very important, but on the other hand, the information you guys are bringing is also very important. But on the other hand, he only has your word to go on, so he doesn't know what to do right now. You can see he's like warring with himself. He's thinking, what does he do?
What
If we take down this
do
dragon, our words will carry much more weight with your.
Why not
king.
do this? We are close enough to your lands. Send 2 of your men ahead to see what's happening, and they can come back here to the merchant, or we will meet them on our way back if we are able to defeat whatever it is that has attacked your kinsman.
We'll need every dwarf we're gonna get if it is a dragon.
You don't need dwarves. You have.
Oh, we'll see you eat those words if you fight this beast. Fine. He like shouts at you. Bruder, you! Help him. Back to the capital, send for troops. Rest of you, grab your axes. Right, which direction did it go? Point. Eastward. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
How long ago?
1 foot.
How long ago did it attack?
Half an hour at most. Hour? Not entirely sure.
Okay, then let's head east.
Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Alright. So, What do you find gentlemen wants to do?
Well,
And how do you find gentlemen wants to do it?
we're gonna need to try and track this thing. So I'm trying to like have a look around. Is there any like other than I'm assuming that there are massive gashes in the wagon as well from claws
Oh,
and
yeah.
such. Okay.
Oh yeah. Like the earth
well,
around is actually churned up, like enormous claws, having settled into the ground around it.
okay. Because if this thing went off to go and fly, I'm not sure how we're gonna track it.
So that's easy enough. Here, Balagor. We don't track it. We make it come to us.
Okay. What did you have in mind?
Beat, axe on shield, Aurora
Okay.
challenge, walk into the woods, call it to us.
Meaning we can pick our battleground.
Aye, so you're not entirely stupid.
Okay.
Does anyone know anything
I-
about red dragons?
Fire, I think.
That sounds unlikely.
You guys don't know anything about dragons other than what you have heard in tales. Claws long as spears,
Yes,
scales
fire.
strong.
Dragons equals fire, right?
Dragons equal fire. Dragons equal fly. Dragons love treasure.
Well, I'm gonna speak to
dragons
Belgrim as like, you have experience fighting dragons? Or sorry, yeah.
no,
asking-
never fought one.
Okay, but do you and your people have any idea on how to fight it?
My great grandfather had some advice on the matter once.
Which was?
You just keep hitting it until it stops moving. And you can see he's like kind of like freaking out a little bit.
Your great grandfather was a sensible man.
Okay, well, if it's flying, we have to bring it to the ground and keep it down. As if it
You, like,
flies, it can take
hold
off.
it towards
Any
the top.
ideas how we can bring it down and keep it down?
Cut its wings? I don't know. I mean, look, you're the ghost people. Use your... He makes like a hand gesture to try and emulate magic. Magic!
I look to Shrimp. Is there anything you can perhaps do that might help?
I'm like, if only we had
I-
someone who could open a hole in the ground and then close the hole quickly when the dragon tried to land in our team.
I can't dig a hole big enough for that.
Well, given
so
enough time, you could dig a hole big enough.
On the other hand, the
Yeah.
team is less grumpy and stoic, so I mean, pros and swings and roundabouts.
So, Griff, what can you tell me of the surrounding area?
The surrounding area is shattered trees, burnt black, piles of ash and soot. The cart
Okay.
itself mostly immolated, the ground churned up by enormous claws. The corpses charred. You see only one oxen, the other one having been carried away by the creature. Fire. A lot of fire.
Does the carriage have a good amount of metal to it?
Only a bit, like at the front where the
Okay.
cross braces for the braces where the oxen get hitched in.
Okay, and since it's a cart, I assume also it probably has axles to it as well.
Yes, that's correct. Most of them are mostly burnt, but yes, there is one or two still intact.
Nah, I don't think I have the proper materials for that.
What exactly are you trying to do?
Make a ballista with fabricate.
Make a ballista with fabricate. You just need the raw materials though, right? It doesn't actually
Yeah.
have to be like the right quantity.
Yeah, correct.
I mean,
It's a cart, you can
What
do
I
it.
would use with the
I
string.
was just thinking, you have a crossbow right there. I would say...
Or can I make I mean, I can make a catapult or trebuchet, but not sure how effective it wouldn't be against a dragon. If it hit, it would be very effective.
Well, no, what you want to do is attach a rope to it, and then when it lands, if you have several set up, you can shoot the bolts over the dragon, and then secure them on both ends to try and keep it from flying.
You could make it, if you like throw some bedrolls or something on for cloth for Fabricate to use to make the rope for the ballista. You could theoretically make something like that, yeah.
I'll be back in a moment, but assume I'm going along with whatever tomfoolery we come up.
Okay. Yes, you could fabricate a ballista.
Well, Brianna, the best I could make is a couple of ballistae, but that's about it.
Better than nothing. I
Shall
think
I
we're
do
gonna
it?
need some
We'll have
big
to
gun.
sacrifice a couple of bedrolls for cloth. I need fabric for it.
Okay, I hand shrunk my bedroll.
And
One we have, or do I need a couple more?
yeah, I reckon one should make it.
Okay. So this is gonna. Well, this is going to take a time. So if we want to do this, we should have selected a battlefield first, though. So, do you wish to fight here? Do you wish to fight somewhere else?
It's not going to be our choice.
If we can bring the dragon back here and maybe bring it, this would be a good place. As
Bring it into
while
the
it-
green line of it, maybe.
well, you saw what it did to the trees here, and
Yeah, most of them are burnt now. It'll help hinder its movement.
true. Let's do it.
So you guys
want to
move off the road, fabricate a ballista. Actually, let me make a little roadside area.
not just a ballista, because my arcane recovery lets me do 2.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hell
Um,
yes.
Hold on for me for a moment. Ballista, D5 stats. Oh, medium ballista. Before it can be fired, must be loaded and aimed. Takes 1 action to load the weapon, 1 action to aim it, 1 action to fire it. Ballista shot, range weapon, plus 6 to hit. 3d12!
So
Okay.
that's 3 dwarves to a ballista then.
Yes. Work for what we want to do. That gonna work for you, lads?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Okay, from which side do you guys want to enter the from the road? Your choice.
Above.
And I'm back.
Where's the road? Just the road.
Either side, you can decide where you guys want to be in relation to the road.
No, where is
Yeah,
the road
it's
on
just-
this
it's-
thing?
It could be on the left, on the right, any place. Like you can tell me. Like
Oh, the road
yes,
is not
but-
featured on this map.
yes, this is like to the side of the road, so you can tell me like
Okay. Okay.
from which end do you wish to enter the battlefield? And where do you want your ballista? I do not have a ballista model for you, unfortunately.
Well, we need the ballista, or I'd say around 60 feet apart at least, so that the dragon can't take them both out in one attack.
As tell you what, you guys draw your 2 ballistas where you want them. Let Letty draw them since he's an artiste. Once you've decided.
I think I have a couple of pictures somewhere, so I can remember where I hit mine. Well, they aren't technically ballista, but yeah, I have a couple of pictures.
Okay,
That
so
would help.
we're gonna have Balagar send 2 men with, so he's got 10 men remaining, and you're gonna put 3 per ballista to fire, correct?
Well, yeah, you said 1 to load, 1 to aim, 1 to fire, so that's an
Yeah.
action for each person, so 3-man teams would work best.
Okay. Makes sense. This makes sense. Okay, and then where do you guys want to be inside this area? And who's gonna be the bait?
Well, whoever's the bait is the bait's gonna have to be somebody who can move and dodge.
We need
Yeah,
a
it's
master
me.
bait.
I'm the bait.
Are you the bait? Okay, Hippo.
Please.
So place your
Backflip there magnificently to attract its attention.
I will go and be bait with beef.
cleave. Yeah.
'Cause
Balagar.
we can both
It's gonna be here. Again. And where's my dwarfs, boys? Where's me dwarf boys?
Oh, look at us. Two poor defenseless people with no armor. Wandering through the forest.
Can you use that to link to make a token?
Lady Hippo can.
Not exactly a ballista, but it's close enough. It's the oaken bolt.
1, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2 doors. I'm actually gonna split into teams of 4. Because then they can only use the.
Sweet. That would
Okay.
be a badass ballista.
Where is the ballista? So where do you guys want to place the ballistas before you try to lure this way in?
Sort of, I was under cover of the trees, maybe sort of try and get them about
they
60
have like
feet
a
apart.
ridiculous range, don't they?
Yeah, so you want to...
Yeah, but
Underneath.
I'm just worried about the dragon being able to take them both out in one attack. We don't know how big this dragon is, and if the myths are true, they can breathe fire, and I'd rather not take the chance that we lose both of
So,
what
like-
is potentially our best weapon against it in one attack.
Like this kind of thing?
Is that the
Or-
road in the middle then?
Well, this is the next to the road. This is like forest
I was gonna
area.
say this is the
No, the idea is that they're both firing into the road, so wherever the dragon is, but about 60 feet apart, so that they can...
Yeah, but the road is like completely. There's no cover whatsoever. We want to try and fight it in the tree so it can't fly about us freely.
Ah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, probably carry those at these places.
Like that? Like use the tree canopy for cover so you can't see it from above, or...
Yeah.
Before,
all the ash.
Before we start, I'm gonna summon Douglas and just have him look like a puddle in this handy-dandy crater.
Okay, and then what?
Go
You,
Douglas.
Brian, where are you gonna be over here? In this?
I'm gonna be...
Everybody else but yourself, or you...
Remember, us on the tree here are bait.
Or bait. Okay, so the dwarves all got their crossbows out.
I'm gonna be there. I've got long shot out and ready to roll.
Okay, so you're hiding beneath it as well. Okay, so how are you guys looting it?
Well, Balgar said, lots of loud noises, lots of banging on shields.
I'm a dance
lots of
about
hollering.
shaking my money bag.
My money.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so...
Oh, Cleve, you look so delicious.
I'm
I
so
too am
rich.
delicious.
I heard
dwarves
in the fairy
out
tales that
there.
dragons like gold.
The gold.
All this
Well, I'm
gold
delicious.
weighing me down.
The...
How often do you get to eat an elephant?
That's actually a very good point.
Dragon ears.
Okay, you hear the dwarves start banging on their sword and shield, so axe on shield, and it's this like enormous metallic clatter that goes on and on and on for a minute or two, and you guys don't hear anything. And then slowly in the distance, you hear something approach, like enormous sails getting buffeted by wind.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast a magic weapon.
Okay, magic weapon.
I know where
And then you just hear... Yeah, where is it? Or Ein's dead. Dragon's gonna...
find somewhere to
Please
hide.
find self on the battle.
Yeah, I'm fucking finding my
It's
character.
here.
You hear
I
sail
think
like...
it needs to be made bigger.
That's not you.
You hear... And suddenly the entire clearing is just lit up by fire, where you, Cleve, and Grolden are.
Boy, this is looking like a bad idea.
Let me drop this boy. As it is now doing its damage to light you two up, I would like you both to make dexterity saving throws. As it drops out of the sky.
Oh god, no.
Nice little guy.
21.
I didn't do too good. 12.
12. Let me just quickly double check my DC on that, just to make sure. Just to check my DC.
DC 10, come on, be nice to him.
I can't play nice, I play by the rules. Okay, how much was that, Matt?
21.
21, yeah, you like casually like roll off the tree trunk that you guys are standing on, like roll underneath it as this column of fire slams down into the ground where you were a moment ago. And she just managed to roll under it. Hippo, you rolled a 12.
12.
That is a fail, unfortunately.
Cool, I take half damage.
Take half damage, fantastic. Then you half it again, so it's 56 points of fire damage. That you have and then have again. So that's 23, 28, that then becomes 14, right? Because of your evasion, or what's the other you got? As this thing slams down onto the earth and snaps that tree trunk in half that you were sitting on. And you're basically both now sitting like underneath the tree as it like reaches around to try and claw at you, unable to reach. I want you both, everybody, to roll initiative, please.
Oh, Douglas's command is to, when it gets close, well met.
Well, man.
Okay, 19.
Oh, 20. Natural 20
Damn.
initiative. Wop, wop.
Okay.
I am highly motivated.
11 soon.
Give me a sec. I just want to quickly see where this guy falls. 13 plus dex 0, so it's 13 straight. Okay, so natural 20. You go at the top, Mr. Man. Okay, so anybody from 15 to 20?
I rolled a 20.
Me, 19.
I rolled 22.
You rolled 22. Okay, so you're just below the natural 20. Jesus. And then there's a 19, somebody said?
Yeah, me, Brian.
Brian. Okay.
And I rolled an 18.
Oh lord, this thing's gonna get murdered before it gets to go. Somebody with 17? Fane.
11.
Fane. You're 11.
See,
11.
the dragon gets to go before somebody.
That's right, you're 17. What were you?
I'm 13 with a +1.
13. So you and Dragon are tied, but you go first. Okay, and then Douglas, what's Douglas'
Douglas
initiative?
rolled a 4.
4. Okay, Douglas is at the bottom. Grolden, you are extremely motivated, having just had your elephant hairs singed a little bit as that slammed down.
Yes, I don't actually want to be in front of his face. So I want to jump up, punch him in the eye on the way up, and then try and land on his head.
Sure. Okay. Run up, do your punch attack, and then make a quick athletics check for me or acrobatics, whichever is higher. Try and clamber up the side of this thing, and then make the rest of your attacks.
21 to hit and 11 to hit.
21 hits, 11 unfortunately does not.
Good old critical role music.
Good old open source music.
With a good old fashioned 6 athletics check.
Oof. You clamber about like halfway up to it, but now you're just like next to its teeth. Like you haven't made it all the way up.
Oh, great.
You did attack it, so you did break the tooth that you were.
Well, I'm gonna flurry of blows.
What was that damage amount, Matt?
Oh, I haven't done the damage yet. Sorry.
Okay, sorry for the first hit.
6.
6 points of damage. You punch it, and it's a lot like punching the ground. It is very heavily armored.
I'm going to flurry of blows now.
You're like, okay, screw this noise. You're an elephant, you're a predator of the African savannah, ain't no dragon gonna talk shit to you.
And I missed the giant thing that I'm hanging on to.
Oh no, you don't miss. You're just like slamming your palms into it, and it's like the force is just getting absorbed, the slabs
Oh,
of
dear.
muscle and hard scales under it. Okay. Anything else, Gralden, or is that you for now?
That is me for now.
Cleef, your turn. You're a little bit singed, slightly.
Cleef is gonna run up to its legs and do a stab.
Okay, you try and like go look for a tendon or something to cut, to hopefully slow it down a little bit. Now that it's on the ground. Oh shit, I need to roll. Yep, what's your attack roll, Eric?
22.
Ooh. That's not... 22, that's a hit, just barely.
Okay, now there's a sneak attack because he's fighting the Jiggler.
Dwarfs.
One of them.
Okay, roll your damages. Woof!
29.
Damn! 29! You actually managed to, like, somehow find a chink in its leg armor, and you shove your rapier in there, and you can see, like, big hawser-like tendons, like, sprawl backwards and forwards, and some of them snap and, like, leap up, and you hear the creature roar with anger. As you just see this huge, spiked, red head, like, they'll flick over to you, and his eyes narrow to the little yellow pinprick. You have definitely got its attention.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
Okay. That's gonna be you. That's gonna be Brienne. Your turn.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is Hex it. And the ability it's going to take, that it's going to take a penalty for disadvantage on is Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Fane, I hope
Okay.
you heard that, so you pick a different ability.
All right. So you hex it and
Yeah,
dex.
and
Right.
I'm going to fire 2 crossbow bolts.
Yep.
Oof, I said.
Oof, you say?
Yeah, it's 12 and 13 to hit.
Both of the bolts ricochet off of its hard scales, failing to penetrate.
Okay.
That's some kind of special thing you got on our curse there. I don't have that on.
Oh yeah, he's got the hex spell. Cleave, Brienne, Shrimp. Your turn. Very angry fire-breathing creature. You just saw it, like literally, like rolled and punched it. Didn't even flinch. Crossbow bolts just skittered off of it. It looks diamond hard.
Okay. Let's try this. And cast Insinuation on it. It must make a Wisdom 15 saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. Young dragon. So. 19.
Darn. Nothing happens.
Okay, you see it like shake its head. Like a dog.
Yeah, that's it. I don't have any bonus actions. Except if there's anything to hide behind, that's what I do. I just go like...
You like duck in beneath the tree, like for cover. Okay, Razgor, your turn. Still here.
I jump up behind this tree and run up to it with my sword, with my battle axe and shield, and try to chop his toe off.
Going for the same leg that Keith was chopping at. Alright.
You don't need that toe.
Oh, that's a 10 plus a 17
Miss.
and a 19.
Hit. Okay, first hit. Wham! You actually like feel the shock travel up your arms. You hit its scales, and the blade fails to penetrate. Second hit, you manage to get it in there though. What's the damage on that second boy?
Oh god damn it! That's a 6.
6 points of damage? Smiting or anything, or is it just straight 6?
Just straight 6 for now. I'm going to use my bonus action though
Mm-hmm.
to cast Compelled Duel on him.
Compelled
Wisdom,
That sounds
Wow.
like a great
Wisdom
idea.
Not a good
14.
idea.
DC 14, you say?
Yes,
Okay. And what is this stat? Wisdom.
Wisdom. Yes.
Pass. 16 in total.
You son of a bitch.
Wisdom's... Yeah, it's plus 4 to Wisdom. He is, actually Wisdom saving throw for a change. Okay. Dragon's turn, Razgor. These people underneath, but doesn't care about you. You're a nuisance. You're just some guy in armor, but this human just shoved this blade inside of its foot and actually caused it pain. And that will not abide. Cleafy! Dragon is going to see if it can recharge its breath weapon quickly.
No, I'm just a decrepit old man.
All the 3 make breath weapon recharge this round. So it's just gonna go in and make 3 attacks against you.
No!
One with its bite, 2 with its claws, as you see it like reach down with its mouth, try and snap you up. Natural 1 on the
Yay!
bite attack. 2 claw attacks, as it reaches forward to try and crush you into the ground. Natural 20.
No!
Oh!
A normal 20, 21, what you call it.
I'm telling you
okay,
now,
so-
Maury, you're gonna have that nat 20's damage.
all good. It's only 4d6 plus. Oh, that's a lot of one ass.
Maybe I'm not good at
15 damage from the net 20. I rolled so many ones. And then the second one. 10. So 15 from the net 20 and 10 from the regular hit.
Okay, half the 15.
The 15.
What's that happen?
Yeah, it's like 17 total or something like that. Okay. Dragon's gonna look around at all these people fighting it. Let me see if it noticed the ballista under the trees there.
The ballistas haven't fired yet, so why would it look for them?
No, it's not
It's
looking for
facing
them.
us now.
It's just
Yeah, but
glancing
it's
at.
facing us now.
Yeah, no, it's facing you.
It's got a neck that can turn.
It also has blind sight, dark vision, another thing. Okay, it does notice the ballistas. Alrighty.
The big brain.
Okay, so that's gonna be the dragon's turn for now. I think it can take you guys. It's just like 3 or 4 of your easy. Fane, your turn.
Yay. I run closer and I curse the thing.
Okay, where you at?
I was like way back there.
Oh, you're way back there. Alright.
And I curse.
Alright, so you put
I
your
curse you, you scaly fuck.
I suppose that's one way to do it. Is that anything else? Is that you?
Like, I doubt my fire spell can do anything to him.
I don't know. Okay, Douglas. Is Douglas still gonna be a puddle?
No, I'm gonna shout, "Oh God, Douglas, save me!"
Douglas large or medium sized?
Large.
He takes a 4 square.
Ooh.
Douglas, fight! Okay,
That's
so
a
Douglas.
that's a wet boy.
Douglas.
That's a win. Dragon's very confused.
Douglas
Where the hell
can
does
get
this
to
water come from? Okay, Douglas, you're there.
Okay.
Okay.
Stealths behind this fallen tree.
Douglas, dwarves! Dwarves are gonna go, eat Belgard! Eat shit, you lizard fuck! And then you see both the ballistae are going to fire at +6. So, let's see.
Come on, natural 20.
Natural 20 and 14 plus 6, which is also a 20.
Get fucked, dragon.
Okay, so that is 3d12, which is double to 6d12. Okay, I'm going to need to make myself some d12s. Give me a second. So, the non-crit hit plus 6. So, wow, that's the damage. God lord. That is 36 damage from the non-crit. As you guys punch a gigantic javelin manufactured by your shrimpy friend, which is truly going to be the most terrifying planet on this person on this planet at the current rate that he's going into the dragon. And then for the crit hit, oh lord, that's max damage. That's 10, 10, 8, that's 18. Instead of rolls, 18 plus 26. So it's like what, 30, 44? Yeah, it's like 44 points of damage from the second one. As you just see, thunk, thunk, and you hear the creature roar and stagger backwards as these enormous, like 10-foot length of wood and iron are sticking out of its chest now. And it staggers backward, and you, Cleve, Razgor, and Fane are just sprayed with this extremely rich, coppery, dark red blood from this dragon, as it is now extremely injured. And you hear Pelagata go, "Reload! Reload!" And you see like all the dwarves like furiously trying to another crossbow bolt. Oh, ballista bolt. God damn, those things did a lot of damage.
I use my memories of being a detective to say to the others, I think they've hurt it.
Grolin, your turn. You're still clinging on to the thing's mouth.
That's a nice detective work.
Down, like just impaled by these enormous shafts. What are you going to do?
Punch him.
I punch him. Okay. So you like climb up on top of the head like you wanted to initially, I take it?
Yep.
Okay, and you start punching.
123 hits, I think.
That's a hit. Wow.
For 7 damage, and then I use Flurry of Blows.
Okay, so the 2 more attacks.
Why didn't Shrimp go? Oh no, wait, he did go. Sorry.
Yeah, I did. I'm just after...
Flurry of Blows, 1 hits with, well, no, 21.
It's a hit.
Okay.
To make it easier for you guys, AC of 18 on the dragon. A hit.
Cool. For 8.
8 points damage. Okay.
And
What?
then hold on.
Yeah.
It has to make a Dex DC 15 save or fall prone. As I hit it so hard in the head, it falls over.
Jesus.
And it's got disadvantage on the dex.
Oh no! Damn it, get out of here.
Open hand technique.
Open hand technique. Okay, roll with disadvantage. A 19 and a 4.
I just bitch slapped him
Take
into the
that
ground.
4 and stick that up your ass.
It's plus 4 dex bonus. It's only 8. So you get up and you just punch it in the eye. And, like it flinches backwards and like falls to the ground as its like tendons are still kind of fucked up on its leg, and it's got these 2 spears insulating its leg. Like this dragon woke up this morning with big dragon energy, raiding some caravans, build its horde. It's the baddest mofo in this area. And then you guys just rolled up and punched it in the eyeball, and now it is just having a bad time.
Now it is prone. Oh yeah.
Now this dragon just falls to the ground, kicking up this enormous cloud of dust. As you crawl and you like ride it all the way to the ground, just punching it repeatedly in the eye. Okay. Cleve, your turn, Jesus.
So I get advantage on him now he's prone, yeah?
That is correct, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him up.
Okay.
And sneak attack. Nat 20.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
Jesus.
Does that mean I double my sneak attack damage?
Yes, that was
Yep.
your attack dice. Oh, Lord Jesus.
That's okay, it's not that
I
bad.
guess we have a
It's only 40.
dead dragon.
Only 40. Oh, Lordy Jesus.
Is it a dead dragon?
It's not dead, but it's looking like it's gonna end up that way very rapidly if it carries on like this.
Poor guy.
You clamber onto his leg and you just like slam the rapier down and you like struggle to force the blade through. You like, screw this noise, I'm Cleve. And you like jump up and backflip and slam the blade down, like by landing on the hill deeper into it, like thrusting it into its vital. And the thing is just like the ground and like mewling and roaring and trying to like crawl away. While it's just getting dogpiled like an elephant getting devoured by ants. The ants were also elephant punching you in the eye. Brian, your turn!
Sorry, I'm just enjoying this too much. Okay, as a bonus action, I will cast
Misty Step. Alright, so you whoop, teleport to it. I
in
think.
there and draw my short sword and stab at it. I get advantage on my attack roll.
Correct. This prone.
Okay, so first attack,
Alright.
20, natural 20.
Good lord!
What's going on in the 20s?
Second attack?
Second
Jesus Christ.
that's 12 plus 7 is 19, so second attack's
19's a hit. Alrighty, so first attack, double all your dice.
does that include the necrotic damage, the bonus dice?
All the dice. Every single dice. And then you just add your modifier at the end.
So first attack is 19 plus 4 is 20,
How much? 20?
23. And the second attack is 15.
15! You guys just see Brienne like teleport in like a splash of water and just like falls to the ground where she was a moment ago, materialize next to you, walk up, and then just take the short sword and just slam it down twice and cut the dragon's jugular. And it just goes flat as it starts gushing blood from the neck. As he just almost severed the neck with a stroke, and it's just blood everywhere, dragon slowly gasping out.
I'm jelly. I wanted a dragon ghost.
That only works on humanoid creatures.
Picture now of the dragon. That's just
No,
like,
it's only on humanoid creatures.
oh, it's only humanoids. Okay.
It's only for humanoid, and it's entirely voluntary that I can do it.
Okay, so like, yeah, the poor dragon is just like on the ground, dead. The dwarves are quiet for a moment. You still hear like the ratcheting of like people loading the ballistas for like a few seconds, and then it just goes quiet. And then you just like Fane, you're the only one who can understand dwarves. She says, "Holy fucking shit! Did we just kill a dragon?" Like from one of the dwarves in
we
the back,
fucked it up.
and it's just like cheering. It's like everybody's like stoked. It's like
I
like
Straight in, souvenir.
I cry out with exultation. I am so overjoyed Cthulhu has blessed us with.
oh shit! That was a lot of net.
How sharp would you say it's like big canine teeth are?
Its canine tooths are very sharp.
Oh, I'm straight in. I'm pulling out my dwarven daggers and I'm hacking one of them bad boys out.
It's like butchering its mouth. You see, like Belagor walk over with his battle axe, look at it, take it, and then slam it into its stomach. And then a few moments later, he's like elbow deep inside this thing, feeling around for something. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I want to tear off a couple of really hard-looking scales to make punching gloves.
Ooh, yeah, nice. Like cestus or like gauntlets.
Yeah, punching gauntlets.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to.
Would I still be able to? Would I still count as unarmed if I use punching gauntlets?
Yes.
Then I want to do that.
Okay, so you guys basically just casually walk up to this carcass and start tearing it apart.
We just start gutting
Pretty
this
much,
dragon for parts. It's like, but wait, guys.
Like
I want some scales too.
I call the other dwarves over. If you got any souvenirs, you best get them quick.
How big is his head?
It's a young red dragon. So how big is the head? What do you want to wear it as a helmet?
No, you want to wear it as a hat.
I
It's gonna
can
be a hat.
carry over 600 pounds.
Its head is fairly large. I mean, I'm not sure about entire dimensions.
Oh, let me Google.
I'm gonna take my great axe and get to working on taking his head off.
Oh shit.
Well, while everybody else is doing that, I'm just gonna go like casually walk to the ballistas, like just kind of like give him like a tap and just go, yep.
A dragon's head only weighs 50 pounds.
So let's say it's the size of like a small bar for. Like that's the size of the head it's right about.
A what?
Like a small bar fridge. Small.
Oh.
Small. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
probably carry that easily. Like you're bustled as hell. Oh lord, poor dragon.
I'm gonna have Douglas go around and put out any fires that are still up.
Douglas is just like. Sweesh, sweesh, sweesh. Douglas is disappointed that he didn't get to do anything.
Sorry, Douglas. Next time.
Okay, so scales all around. One of you make a note of what you're all taking.
Taking a big,
Like, and then you'll.
big tooth
Yes.
for dagger making.
For dagger making.
I want to try and skin.
You see,
or
each
try and
dwarf
skin
has,
some
like,
of it.
Alright. So let's say a dozen teeth to the dwarves.
Okay.
For their souvenirs. And then scales, you guys basically prying off as many scales as you can pack in your
I'm gonna try and make a cape. So I'm gonna try and skin it, get a square acreage.
Yeah, you're basically
Something
going
that I can.
like cutting the between the wing membranes, cutting
Yeah.
out all that. Okay, makes sense. What about you, Fane?
I'll take the other wing.
Okay, so you also want to go cape making. Okay.
I want to
Yeah,
see if the dwarves can turn this into a helmet.
Balgard's like, so like, shut up. It's like busy like pulling out, and then you see him like pull out a blood encrusted, looks like a small statue, about the size of your gauntleted fist, Razgor.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, oh, thank the nameless one, and he's like, he's
Hey,
relaxed.
what's that?
I have the head over my helmet with I'm holding the jaws open, looking out of it. Like, could y'all make this work?
Like one of the dwarves, like, okay, you know what he said, but Fane over here is like, I mean, he did totally go and stab the dragon. It's like, I don't know, bro. And like, you could probably find somebody to do this if you make a nice impression. You could probably find.
Pretty please.
Okay, so yeah, those guys have probably not even managed to make it back to town yet, and you guys just freaking wrecked the dragon.
No, they haven't even gotten back to call for the dwarven reinforcements. We're like, don't worry.
Hey,
Yeah,
there's a dragon. Where's its horde?
Young dragon. It looks like it was trying to put together a horde when some adventurers rolled up and ruined its
Yeah,
day.
but you
And
know,
Ruffle stomped it.
where's the thing? You know, yeah, it's something, right?
That's the thing that Belagor just cut
There.
out. out of its stomach. A lair.
Keep,
Well,
keep it in their stomach.
well, he had this stomach, but I
What?
mean,
No.
Where's his mama?
where's his mom?
Where's his mom?
Well then, sure. Make a Brian or Asgore. Make a wilderness survival. Let's see if you can
Okay.
pick it.
I'll assist Brian.
Can I help with my
Okay,
detective
so I get advantage on the roll there.
Sure, you can help as well with your detective. Wind speed, like unladen sparrows, all that kind of
16. I roll 2 10s. What are the chances?
Unfortunately, because it flew here, there's no real tracks to follow. Maybe if you got like a big search party to like spread out across the region and try and find it, you may find it, but
There's no chemtrails.
no chemtrails, unfortunately, from the dragons. Making the frogs gay. Okay. Well, Balagar's fair looking the most relaxed you've seen him in weeks now that he's got this thing in his hands. Like, he's looking pretty happy. Like, even though he's like covered in gore from like digging around for this thing, he's like the happiest dwarf alive.
Is that dwarven trader merchant that we healed would obviously still be with us then hiding somewhere?
No, we sent him on
No,
to
no,
the city.
No, we sent Balgar sent 2 of his men on. With the
Yes.
dwarven merchant
They,
still there with
they
us.
took the merchant as
With-
well.
Yeah, they took the merchant as well with him.
Okay.
He still needs some
To
medical.
recover from his horrific burns. I'm gonna walk up to Belagar and just
I
silently
fixed him.
hold up my hand for a high five.
Belagar looks at you, looks at the hand, looks at you, begrudgingly high fives. Like, it's the world's most begrudged high five. Like, it can barely be called a high five. And he looks around for a moment just to see if his men are looking at the moment or not. But he does return it. Okay, so you guys are standing in the burnt.
It's not really a high five, then, is it?
Not really.
Ooh, speciest.
It was a sly fire.
You're standing in the burnt, ash-ridden forest near the road, just having demolished a young dragon, effortlessly, some might say.
Forcing an unknown entity in the sky to relook at their encounter chart.
What would you find gentlemen like to do?
I
Think
go to Balgar's with the deed done. Shall we continue on our way to your capital?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna take several days, so... Aye?
Can
To get the ship moving?
can,
You see him, like, pour some water out of his flask to, like, wash off the blood from his hands and his beard and his face.
when all of the looters have dispersed in the body, I'm gonna just walk up. May you find a backflippable body in your next life.
Okay. Dwarf party forms up. A couple of them are like, no, we can't leave them. They're like, yeah, we're bringing the ballistas with us. Like, drag a damn ballista with us all the way there. We still have like a few days until we get it. Like, no, we're
Do
bringing
they
the
have
ballistas.
wheels?
Like, at this point, they don't care. They'll carry them. So, yeah, it's like 4 dwarves that are just like carrying
It's like, fuck you, they are coming with.
coming with. Your pace slows a bit over the next few days.
I'll like drag one myself.
Before I forget, just before we leave the dragon's carcass, I just want to grab one of its claws
Okay.
and a vial of blood.
And a vial of blood.
Yeah.
You guys, yeah,
I can
Yeah.
drag 40, almost 1,200 pounds, so I could probably pull one while the
God.
other 8 dwarfs pull the other one.
okay. You like
if they're,
take
if they're on wheels.
and the others like let's say they're on wheels. Let me see if Lady design.
Yeah, they do have wheels, yeah. Because I
And
mean,
the
the carriage had 4 wheels as well, so I probably were able to like sort of use them. I mean, it doesn't matter for fabricating anyway, but still, I made wheels. So
You made wheels. You're bad.
I made wheels.
So you like, yeah, you got the 4 dwarves like trading off groups of 4 with the one, and the Razgor like dragging the other one. And on the evening of the 4th day of travel from the dragon, well, I did use the word battle.
Massacre.
Massacre. You crest a small hill, and before you lies a larger. And Belagar goes, whoa, 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 whoa. In front of you, you see enormous stone walls that have stood there for eons. You can see them withered by rain and snow and sleet, enormously thick. Watchtowers on every corner. Keep behind them. Keep behind that, and then another set of walls. Like, the dwarves didn't have a mountain, so they just decided, screw it, we'll build one. Like,
So
there's just
they
like
built Grastelnach.
But the thing that has got Belgar is like going, whoa. He's like, that's not the royal flag. He shows his finger pointing at the
Whose
thing.
flag is it then? What does the flag look like?
Let me just I know it's
Is it an
okay.
orcish flag?
It's not an orcish flag, but that is a sorry. Notes. Too many notes. That's a loader flag. One of those strange lads. Never really had much problems with them. They were just a little bit secretive a lot of the time. Heard their son believed he could do magic and all such crazy yabberoni, and then wandered off one day.
Do you know what their son was called?
Gwynsil.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
But the king's flag should be the one flying there. You only fly your flag. A flag of truce, flag of war, or your house flag if you've taken power, and that means they've taken power. Which is not bode well for us. We're not going in the front gate. Follow me.
All right. Why does it not bode well for us? I ask him as we walk off.
Because it means they've deposed the king.
Doesn't that
King
mean there's a new king?
It means there's a new king who might not take too kindly to you folk. You go in the side entrance. There's a passage to my keep, or my family. We suss things out, and then we take it slow.
Yeah, if that family's like half as racist as their son, then yeah, that's pretty racist.
Yeah, they're not going to allow you to leave the city alive.
Ah,
Then why should we go inside
lead the way.
it?
Because, that's where many things are
we
from last
need-
week. Your party members up to you to fill you in on the particulars about
They've got
where last week,
archives.
We
what
need to get to that. We need to get to their archive.
amongst other things.
Yeah.
They also want that half. Well, King would have wanted that half that you guys have got with you.
Hello?
All right, you off the road, through the woods, a couple of 100 meters, and eventually you come to the hill. To a bunch of brush.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Chris?
Hello.
Oh no, I think Random's headset must have died.
His ping looks like it's. Yeah.
Going all over the place.
I can hear you now.
Go.
Okay.
Ah, there we go. We can hear you two now.
It takes you through the forest, up into the foothills, to a very nondescript looking bush that he starts holding aside to reveal a passage to the earth behind it. This is our ticket inside. Follow this. Keep your eye out for some beasties that sometimes crawl in here. Maybe some wolves or a bear or something like that. Might have decided to den up here for the winter. Easy cakewalk up into the keek. And then we suss things out, see what happens from there. Aye?
Follow your lead.
Alright.
Alright. And that's where we're going to end for today.
That was good.
Yeah.
Goddamn!
Thunk.
Murder that dragon.
Handling
Fucking
two counters.
rape that dragon.
Shrimp single-handedly dismantled two counters there with the dispel magic on the first one and the fabricate with the ballistas on the second one.
And-
Holy
And you know what the best part was, Griff? I
What?
didn't have to do anything myself directly.
The best part was, I did not actually think. Like, I remember during the week we talked about fabricate and using it to like fix the walls. Like,
Yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. At no point did it cross my mind that you could disassemble the bloody like ox carts and like build ballista out of them. Like, it never occurred to me at any point. Holy shit! Okay.
I think the reason you didn't think about that because it says like if you're creating something like smaller or intricate like jewelry, it says you can't do that.
Yeah,
But he never specified siege engines.
that's very true. Yeah, good luck. Good job, everybody. Oh, good luck. Good Jord. Good Christ, you guys absolutely demolished those fights. Like, I don't even think anybody took damage in either of those, really.
I did.
I took 3 points of damage falling from the mast, and Hippo got touched highly inappropriately by the dragon.
Yeah, I went from 58 to 27. Random, stop clipping your nails.
That was, yeah, damn. I was amazed, not gonna lie. Like, when that dragon strafe hit for 54, I was like, oh. Like, they both have relatively high decks. They should be okay. And then it's just Monk is just like, evasion. I'm like, well. And then the Rogue is just like, nope. I'm like, okay. It's fine. It's dragon. It's scary. What's the worst that can happen? Ballista.
Dead.
I have to admit that the using the decks on the hex was
Yeah, that
like
turned really
after
ideal.
I cast it, I'm like, shit, I should have used wisdom.
I was initially thinking the same thing. I was like, wisdom would have been good so that Letty could land more spells. But then when it went prone and everybody just like went ham on the poor thing on the ground, it was just like, okay. It's over. Like, Gralden was just like punching it in the eye socket repeatedly, like, stay down, bitch! Punch, stay down!
I was trying to figure out if my powerful build would let me grapple it, but it was like, oh, never mind, he's dead.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. You guys absolutely rocked this world. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, and the funny thing is, like, I also had a plan, like, before it died. On my turn, I'm gonna start getting closer, because, like, if it gets up, I'm gonna use Psionic Blast, because it's also a dex check, to see if I can make it go prone again.
Oh, Lord.
But I didn't have to, it was dead before I could even go.
Yeah, I did not expect that many crits. That was like 6 crits in one fight or something in total.
Yeah, that was a lot of good luck just winning that one fight.
That was like, you guys just used up your luck reserves for the next year.
Just like that, yeah.
Jesus. Hippo, I think, rolled a crit on every single attack you rolled this evening. I'm not kidding. I think that is actually the case.
No, my first
D6s
stab
for the treasure tables and stuff, they go up by 1, hey?
Every session.
So we should be on 7 then, hey?
Yes. If you haven't spent any, you'll be on 7.
I am on 4.
Cool, I am on 7.
Oof. I have a lot of 6.
Yeah.
Okay. That is absolutely insane.
Oh, by the way, when we were going from that fight to the keep, how much time was continued? Should I take a long rest?
Oh yeah, you have a long rest.
Okay, yeah.
It's several more days until you guys get to the actual keep. Or until you got to the keep, and now you're going to enter the side entrance and sneaky breaky your way inside a keep so you guys can deal with the dwarven civil war. It'll all be fine.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go get some
Brandon,
sleep.
get some sleep. Thank you for making the sacrifice of your sleep.
Right, I will be working next weekend, daylight, so I'll be able to be here.
Okay, so you won't be here.
I will not be here next week.
Okay, no problem. I will plan
You'll
accordingly.
be here with us in spirit.
Do
Damn
not
right.
turn me into a ghost.
I'll try to get them not to turn you into a.
Yeah, I also won't be here next weekend.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So next week's gonna have a 3-man team, 4-man team.
Oh no!
No wizard, no paladin. It's just the 2 warlocks, a rogue, and a monk.
Oof.
But I have left you with 2 ballistas.
Left them with 2 ballistas.
Perfect
Yo,
small team.
where are the
stealth
ballistas, by the way?
operations.
How are they going to get into the keep?
Getting carried by some dwarf.
Yes, but is that tunnel wide enough to accommodate them, or will they
They
have to
will
dismantle
accommodate
the
them,
ballistas
goddammit.
and reassemble?
I'll have to check. Actually, let me load up the table quickly.
Letty spends his time just refabricating the tunnel to make it bigger as we go down.
It's like, we're not leaving
It's
it.
more easy to refabricate them into like a smaller, more carryable package, and then just fabricate them again once they've gotten to where they need to go.
Load up
Although
quickly.
technically, I'm not sure if fabricate would allow me to make multiple different items.
Yeah, you should be able to come through there. Should be able to take.
Yeah.
Oh
No, that's wide enough, yeah.
I don't see it being a problem at all. Damn, guys, that was an interesting session. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope
That
it
was
was
an
Yeah, it was
awesome
good.
session.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Just a question about the dwarves. Did the dwarves own the ballistas because they're now legendary items because they kill dragons, or were they just like, yeah, we just want ballistas?
all of those, really.
Okay.
I mean, these are like random ass boat dwarves or merchant dwarves that act as guards when they have to, when their familial obligations get called in. So the fact that they got to shot a giant ass war machine at an actual dragon means A, they're gonna get so much dwarf pussy when they get into that city right now, it's not even funny. Like, their lines are gonna be continued. They're never gonna have to pay for a drink again. Like, they're just like, hell yeah, we're bringing these ballista with us. I'm gonna mount that shit above my chair in front of the fire. They're so stoked right now.
So, needless to say, the word of shrimp has now spread a little bit after those.
Oh, yeah, they're just like, this crazy metal-looking motherfucker, like, walked up, waved his hands, and turned a burning cart into, like, siege weapons. Then we shot a dragon, and, like, if ever there was a gospel that would speak to dwarves on a fundamental level, like, this is it. Using mathematics and science to make a dragon your bitch is, like, their jam. Like, you've got, like, 8 converts, like, right there. Like, the 2 dwarves that left are gonna weep into their beards at night that they didn't stay to see such beauty. Like, they're just sad at this point.
They don't know about it at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when they get back and they hear about this shit, they're just gonna be like, oh my god, why did we go be honorable and take this injured person for medical attention? Why did we do that?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a leak.
But yes. Yeah, good session. A lot of natural 20s. Holy